Boys in the back. Boys in the back.
Welcome in.
Boys.
We are back with another episode of The Boys in the Back. Unfortunately, today, as you can see, it is just the boy in the back. We got news this morning. New York Rick has fallen ill. He was quite sick. He sent us a picture. Very sickly looking, bulging eyes, pale skin. What is that noise happening over there? Oh my God, is that New York Rick? What happened to him? New York Rick, are you all right, man? Does he have, what's that in his hand? Is that a ring? What's happened to this man? Did he just bump the camera?
Precious.
No, Rick.
Precious.
Give it up. Give it up, Rick. How you feeling, man? You don't look too good.
Smeagol.
What is this?
Smeagol eats.
Ricky, man, you don't look so good, dude. I don't think you need to eat any fish.
Precious. Yeah, I mean, I could probably stand to lay off a few.
Smeagol looks like he's well fed. The spider web getting caught up in it.
Precious.
The pumpkin in the shot. I have to say, you look fucking great. I think we all look great. Guys, you're sweating your ass.
It's hot in there.
Gout is serious.
The gout is serious.
It's so hot.
Welcome into our Halloween edition of The Boys in the Back. As you can see, it's Double G coming at you. Gandalf, mix of Gandalf the Gray and Gandalf the White here. Got my my Gandalf pipe. And alongside me, as always, on this journey into Mordor, it's Smeagol, it's Gollum, it's Mr. New York Rick, the man who hates The Lord of the Rings more than anyone. Is now its lowliest character.
Yeah, Gollum's been eating too many fish, I'll tell you that.
The bodysuit looks great, man. I think you look good.
I disagree, but I do it all for you. I do it all for the fans out there. I love you guys. I will even degrade myself and debase myself to the point of participating in a Lord of the Rings themed costume for you.
And just a reminder, everyone, we are in a professional office setting here. We did have to walk through people wearing suits and nice clothing. Dressed as this. So this is what we do for you guys. I'm not going to lie, my wizard robe is caught underneath my chair right now, so I'm a little restricted on where I can move. But, I mean, I have to say, this is a 10 out of 10 costume. Is a wizard costume, like, top 10 coolest costumes? Like, walking around with a giant cloak here it feels cool.
Not only is it cool, but it's simple too, right? It's not like overly complicated. You can get the cloak, you get the beard.
Honestly, I think I just wish I had this kind of hair. I mean, the hair's fantastic. I'm living a great cosplay today.
The pipe.
Gandalf got the latest tech. He's wearing a watch today.
The pipe is fantastic. You know, would I rather be in that than a bodysuit? Probably, but I think it worked out.
The pipe's gonna go hard at the Halloween party because I'm gonna pack this with some wacky tobacco and we're gonna get lit up.
A PRJ?
A little PRJ in the pipe, yeah. Tried to recreate, did a little pumpkin carving last night. Tried to recreate the bug there in the corner. Wasn't very successful. Haven't carved a pumpkin in about 10, 15 years. It was more difficult than I anticipated.
If I put this on, is it a bad omen, or do I keep it on for the show?
Nah, you can keep it on, but I mean, in the movies, he disappears, and I
will not disappear, but I might go through these fish by the end of the show.
Not gonna lie, man. The cloak really is struggling with the rolly chair here, but we're gonna power through. We got a great show planned for you today.
Have you ever worn a dress before? Just pull it up to your knees.
Yeah, for sure, Frankie. Where's your costume at, Frank?
Woo!
That's right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, look at Andy! Look at Andy as the tower.
Wow.
The eye over Mordor. Wow, this is incredible. We actually had no idea this was coming. What do we got? Big Dano's an astronaut?
But is that the first appearance of Dan?
Despicable
Me. Shout out to Backstage Dan, the GOAT.
Shout out to Dan.
Filling in for on-air Jordan.
Is
All
Dan
right, I've got the robe figured out.
Is Dan on comms? Is that an astronaut?
No, from Despicable Me.
Ah, okay. I like it.
What is he from Despicable Me?
The guy who wants to destroy the moon.
Oh, okay. All right. Bet.
Vector. His name is Vector. You know, it's got magnitude and direction.
Andy, absolutely 10 out of 10 costume.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
unbelievable
you guys
effort.
said we weren't going to dress up. You've been complaining all week. I was like, just wait.
Keeping it hidden as well, huge. Did you make the eye yourself?
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
nothing like a homemade costume.
Andy's a real one. Frank,
So can we be honest? I ordered this whole Gandalf the Grey costume, and in every picture, the guy was wearing a beard and a wig. So I thought it came with a beard and a wig, and we found out last night it didn't. So on our best efforts, we ended up with Gandalf the White, whose white suit was dirty, so he's wearing his old Gandalf the Grey suit.
Sometimes you get to wear the throwback.
So he starts as the gray and becomes the white?
Somebody didn't even watch the movies that he
Yeah, no, this guy
I did,
talks about it walking into
a while.
Yes, he starts as Gandalf the Grey. He gets thrown down into the hot lava from the Balrogard, and then he goes to Salmaron. I mean, these names are tough to remember. And then he's stuck on the top, and then the eagle picks him up, and then they're going into the battle of Helm's Deep, and then he pulls up on the white horse.
Spoilers, man.
And he's Gandalf the White at that point. And then it's like going Super Saiyan mode.
I feel like I got to get more use out of this thing for a little bit.
I mean, it looks fantastic, I have to say. Looks hot too.
Oh, it is fucking hot.
Shout out.
Especially the bodysuit squeezing me like a fucking case sausage and this mask, but we do it all for you.
It's time for Schmiegel to do some walking. What Rick says the movies do, it's time for him to actually do that. Cut off a few pounds. I say we're 2 for 2. Last year we were Stone Cold Steve Austin and Moo Dang, and this year a Lord of the Rings theme. I think we nailed it both years.
I think last year was a bit of like individual creativity. This was a little bit of collective creativity, and I think we landed in the right spot.
All right, back into the show, we will listen to your voicemails and super chats. We will also have the great E. Casey Leydon making his debut on the program. He's just recently joined Uncrowned, already off to a hot start with the BKFC doc, as well as many more things in the pipeline coming from one E. Casey Leydon. He'll join the show to help us break down UFC Vegas 110 and also do the pound-for-pound rankings in honor of Halloween, the Scariest Fighters. We will also see if the Parlay Pals will ever win another bet again. I'm starting to believe we're going to need some of Gandalf's magic to make that happen. We'll see if it can happen on UFC Vegas 110. We'll also do bets. We'll preview the card. But let's start with some news and notes. A now viral video going around from DBX Nashville weigh-ins.
Yep.
We saw last night John Jones shows up on a horse wearing an eye patch.
Yeah.
Feels like a slight at one Tom Aspinall.
I don't think there's much more to interpret there. That is a direct shot at Tom Aspinall, as was the duck being photoshopped with the eye patch. John, I hate to say that John's allowed to kind of do this, but there is a part of me that's thinking, okay, like it was time, Tom's holding the duck. It was Tom's time. It seemed like he had the momentum behind him. I'm not mad at John for getting his lick back. The only thing that I wonder though is whether the fans will now all of a sudden be behind John again, or it will be split, where they'll be the one saying like, John, you were the one who didn't want this fight. Tom signed on the dotted line, and you were the one that ultimately didn't show up. But I'm okay with a little bit of gamesmanship from John Jones here. I'm I'm okay with a little bit of verbal and visual jousting.
Yeah, I sort of feel the same. Like, you knew that this was going to happen if things didn't go Tom Aspinall's way on Saturday night, and unfortunately they didn't with the eye poke and the no contest. So we knew John Jones was going to have some stuff to say. He's getting his trolling out, but ultimately, as you would say, I do agree with you that it's just like, you didn't take the fight. So like, how much can you actually talk?
Yeah, and I do wonder, as I said, what the fan sentiment is going to be on this, right? Like, because it seemed like there was a moment in time, especially as these negotiations were ramping up, where everybody was behind Tom. Like, it was like, John, you're a duck, you're a duck, you're a duck. John, it seemed like it was a wave of hatred toward John Jones. And now it seems like that has kind of almost been redirected toward Tom. And it might be time for John to have the upper hand in this. But if it doesn't lead to a fight, I do wonder if how long this can last for John Jones.
It's a fickle fan base. Like, you see them turn quickly on Tom Aspinall after Saturday night. So I think it's going to be similar to what we saw since Saturday evening, which was half the fan base being like, Tom got eye poked, he couldn't see, what else do you want him to do? And the other half being like, he's a quitter. He was on his way to losing anyway. He wanted his way out. I think half the fan base is going to be like, oh, this is hilarious. Great stuff from Jon Jones. And the other half's going to be like, you didn't take the fight, man. So.
And you're in that half, right? The Chom's a quitter half?
I am, yeah. Bloodied, battered, breathing out of his mouth. Saw his way out. Was about to get 10-8'd by Cyril Gane. And then he saw his way out and he took it. Just to get an eventual rematch and have to fight the exact same dude again. So yeah, we'll see how long Jon Jones keeps this going. If every appearance that he makes in public has to do with the eye poke, it could get old fairly fast. And I think all of this will be put to rest when we see the rematch in the coming months.
Yeah. Tom has an opportunity to kind of like turn this all back, right? It seems like the world is like, I compared it, and I've thought of this, I've compared it to Alex Pereira post the first Magomed fight. Like everybody came out of the woodwork to be like, Alex is washed, Magomed's the next guy, blah, blah, blah. His very next fight, that whole sentiment turned and it's Alex is the king. He never left and all these things. Like it, as you said, it's very fickle, this sport. And I think Tom, if he gets back in there and gets the dub over Cyril Gane, everything will turn back to how it was beforehand.
1,000%, man. I mean, look at the stars of today. Anytime they go on a losing streak, people fall off the bandwagon.
Oh, they're trash. They're washed. They were never any good.
And then they're immediately back on them as soon as they get a win. Alex Pereira, the perfect example of that. Speaking of Alex Pereira, Joaquin Buckley took to social media this week, his YouTube channel, I believe, and he told a story where he said that when he was about to fight Abdul Razak Al Hassan at the beginning of 2022, Razak Al Hassan pulled out of the fight. He wanted to stay on the card, so he got a call about a replacement from his manager. He said his manager sounded spooked. He sounded scared. He didn't want to say the name of the fighter, and Buckley guessed it. He said, "You're talking about Alex Pereira, aren't you?" Mind you, this would be one fight into Alex Pereira's UFC career. He would have had the sole win over Andreas Michailidis. Wouldn't even have had the Sean Strickland knockout. Obviously wouldn't have had the Israel Adesanya moment. Really was not at his star power, but Joaquin Buckley knew. He knew.
He was shook
that they were calling about Alex Pereira, and he was ready to take the fight. And Alex Pereira turned it down. He did not want to fight one Joaquin Buckley.
Per him.
Per Joaquin Buckley, he said that. And that got back to Alex Pereira, who took to Instagram with some receipts, and he posted direct messages between him and Joaquin Buckley from March of 2022, where Joaquin sent him an Instagram post of his own, and Alex responded, "Why did you send me this post? Of the 15 that ran, you were the first. Now go back to the end of the line." Yeah, so it feels like Alex Pereira probably didn't turn down a fight with Joaquin Buckley.
Based on what Alex is saying, the first to run was actually Joaquin Buckley. So it depends on whose version of events you're going to believe. Ultimately, I don't think this matters much. Like, they're not in the same weight class, and I don't see any reason that a fight between Joaquin Buckley and Alex Pereira would ever be made. Like, Alex Pereira's a 205er who's looking at heavyweight, and Joaquin Buckley is a 170-pound guy. Like, it just feels like this is nonsense.
I can't imagine they're ever going to meet in the octagon, and it feels kind of weird that he decided to tell it 3 years later.
Yeah.
3.5 years later.
And also, according to Alex's version of events, like, didn't even happen, actually.
Yeah. Feels odd. Feels odd on Buckley's part.
Like, you know, Joaquin Buckley, I like, he's come under fire from fans at certain points. I kind of like that he just, like, keeps the momentum going by talking and talking and talking. But every once in a while, there's one that's so off the mark that it just like doesn't really make sense. Like the Conor McGregor call out in the octagon. This one, it's like, what is the aim? What is
call out?
Even that one I can kind of understand, but like it's like you're not fighting Conor McGregor. Also, you're not fighting Alex Pereira. Give me the strategy here. What are we actually aiming toward? But I don't know. I'm not as down on Joaquin Buckley as everybody else. I feel like he's a good character for the sport.
All right, let's go to this weekend's
Can't wait.
card.
Yes.
UFC Apex 110, which we just have to be totally honest. We had a great October, 4 stacked cards, 2 pay-per-views in it, one headlined by Alex Pereira, the other headlined by Tom Aspinall. Unfortunate endings of that one. And then we saw Charles Oliveira in the main event in Brazil. Great events throughout October. Then we have a stacked UFC 322 taking place in just a couple weeks. Next 2 weeks aren't great.
No.
Next 2 weeks aren't great. We just have to be tough.
And I think this is the worst of the two even.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's okay to say that. I think it's okay to recognize, as my beard is falling off now and it's pulling down my earpiece as well.
And the hair going in your mouth.
Yeah, hair's all in my mouth. Maybe next year we go a little bit simpler here. I think it's okay to admit that this isn't a great card. I don't think it makes you a casual by saying this isn't a great card.
If you think this card sucks, you're a casual, bro. I've heard that, and I'm standing by it.
For me, it's a 2-fight card. It's the main and it's the co-main event.
I say 3.
Okay, you're interested in Ketlin Vieira and Norman Dumont?
I think it's at least, look, it's a top-ranked fight. I'm at least interested to see, look, that division needs help. That division needs a lot of help. I feel this way about how I feel about every heavyweight fight, which is like, if they're ranked and at least they can move up a spot or 2, like, it's consequential because of how shallow those divisions are. Like, that division needs help desperately. I think Ketlin Vieira is pretty good. I think Norma Dumont's pretty good, and they could at least be a title challenger at some point in the near future. So I care about it from that perspective. There's at least something on the line here.
The fact that they buried it so deep on the prelims,
I don't know why they did that.
Is strange to me.
Yeah.
Norma Dumont has 5 straight wins, bro. If she beats Ketlin Vieira, might as well give her the title shot if Amanda Nunes isn't going to come back.
Also, unless I'm mistaken, like Ketlin's headlined cards before. I think she headline a Holly Holm fight?
Oh, yeah.
And Norma Dumont has...
Spring of 2022, baby.
Yeah, Norma Dumont has headline cards before. It's a bit odd that they'd be buried this deep, but as we said earlier this week, I couldn't give a fuck less about card order, so I really don't care.
Who could forget the legendary Lad Dumont?
Lad Dumont, one of the best fights
fall
ever.
of 2021.
Chuck Mindenhall's fight of the century, I believe.
Yeah. Now we see Lad, ships passing in the night. We see Lad making her BKFC debut.
Yes.
It's incredible. All right, let's go to the main event. Steve Garcia taking on David Onama. To me, this is the fight of the card. There's a reason it's the main event. Absolute banger. 6 straight wins. 4-1 Steven Garcia. Before the Calvin Kattar fight, he had his last 9 victories come by KO. He did drop Kattar in that fight, 130-27 across all 3 judges' scorecards. He's an exciting fighter. He's here for a scrap. He's here to knock people out. Hasn't gone for a takedown since 2021, and his counterpart in David Onama is down for a scrap as well. 4 straight wins for him, and honestly, if he doesn't slip up against Nate Landwehr, where it looked like he was going to finish Landwehr, and then Nate the Train came out. Then Nate the Train came out, and he ended up losing by a majority decision. That's 7 straight wins for him at that point. He's never been finished. He's ironclad tough, and I think he's going to bring a fight to Steve Garcia on Saturday night. It's a closely lined fight, I think, for good reason. I think it's going to be competitive, and I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's almost a carbon copy to a certain degree in terms of guys who like to be on the front foot, guys who like to bring the action, guys who like to chase finishes, but also the toughness, right? In the moments where they've been in danger, they've been able to summon something and find a way to stay in the fight and then bring it back to their opponent. I do ultimately side with Garcia, though. I feel like he's a little bit of the cleaner technician. I feel like he's a little bit more proven. He's doing it against a level of competition that I think is a little bit better. And as far as the toughness goes, I'd give him a slight edge in that regard, too. So it's almost like this, mirror match of sorts, but I do lean Garcia.
I kind of feel like it's the same thing as the Virna versus Mackenzie Dern fight, whereas like I'm leaning Steve Garcia, but if David Onama wins, I'll be like, yeah, David Onama won, man. That's really not that surprising to me.
And the way they get it done is exactly the same, right? They're going to have the same game plan to a certain extent, right? There's
minus the takedowns. I imagine that this is mostly going to stay standing.
Yeah.
Maybe Onama goes for a takedown if it's getting sketchy on the feet, but I imagine this will be mostly a standing fight.
Yeah, and as you said, this is one of those that, like, I know it's super cliche and it's kind of lame to be like it could go either way, but it literally can go either way because whoever has the best night on Saturday is going to be the one that wins it. They're going in there to do the exact same thing.
Apex.
Yeah.
Could get like some nice of those crowdless big shots. You can really hear it landing. This is a good fight for the Apex.
It's
also a good fight for an arena because an arena would go crazy for it as well.
It's a good fight for the Apex, but it's a horrible headliner. Like this is a featured prelim bout on a real card.
It shouldn't be headlining any UFC card, but if it's going to headline it's going to be UFC Apex 110. I mean, to be brutally honest, love Randy Brown, but like next week is also not a worthy headliner.
No.
In its own right. I mean, Steve Garcia finds himself at number 12 in the featherweight rankings. David Onama finds himself at number 13. That just, to me, is not main event worthy, but that's okay. They're going to put on their 43 cards. We had a great October. We got a great pay-per-view coming up. This is what it is.
Yep.
Steve Garcia is the pick for me.
Same.
You as well. Let's go to the actual main event, the co-main event, the return of Salsa Boy, Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Ante Delia, who we just saw like 6 weeks ago in Paris walk through Marcin Tybura. This guy was fighting on FNC cards in April against Jorgen De Castro, and now a mere 6 months later, he could find himself as like a top 7 heavyweight in the UFC, 2 wins under his belt.
Yeah, he had a successful run in the PFL, but then
champion in 2022.
But then after that, was on the regional scene, and so yeah, he's a very dangerous guy. In the PFL, what I saw from him was like moments of feeling like he could be really like a top type of guy, and then moments of feeling like I can see why he's here and not necessarily in the UFC. The first performance in the UFC, though, opened my eyes a little bit to, okay, maybe he is ready for this moment. Maybe he belongs here now. I don't really rate very highly Waldo Cortez Acosta. He also is somebody who gives you opportunities to stay in the fight because he's going to win 30, 27, 29, 28 splitty. That's the way he wins. It's not usually a finish. And so I think there's going to be an opportunity for Delia to find something in this fight. So I lean that way. Am I going to be shocked at a Waldo Cortez 29-28 split? Probably not, but
of course I wouldn't.
Because it's how he does it every time?
Yeah, of course I wouldn't. Waldo Cortez Acosta, 3 first-round finishes. When? I didn't see any of those.
You look like you're having PTSD flashbacks of Waldo Cortez Acosta getting his hand raised in the decision.
Yeah, Waldo Cortez Acosta, another test at the top end of the division. You shall not pass. You shall not pass,
Very
Waldo.
good.
Salsa boy. Yeah, I've completely lost the left ear on the beard, so it's just going to be hanging. You can hear me better. Anyway, like this. Yeah, I'm going to go Ante Delia. I'm not going to give you much
Can he finish
reason for it.
Cortez? Like, how do you see it going?
Of course he can finish it. I mean, he has that finishing capability. The way he did it to Marcin Tybura, I don't know, man. If Sergey Pavlovich isn't going to finish you.
Yeah.
I imagine this one probably.
But is Sergey anymore?
I know, right? Like, I feel like we never really talk about that. Like, did Tom Aspinall change the course? I mean, obviously he changed the course of his career, but like, did he change the way he fights?
I will say the aggression was still there in that last fight, and we're kind of bagging on Waldo Cortez Acosta. He's an active striker. He's extremely tough. He did take some really tough shots from Sergey Pavlovich and survived them. I don't know if Ante is going to be able to get the finish, but I do think that eventually the Waldo Cortez, like, I'm going to let you have 3 rounds to beat me is going to start. It's going to start leading to finishes for his opponents. So I wonder if this is going to be one of those times. If I had to make a pick, I'm thinking Ante by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised by a finish either.
It'll be an interesting one. I will be watching. I can promise you that much. At least the top 2 will be eyes glued to the TV. Gets the big.
Ante was in the news lately because of Tom Aspinall.
I was going to say, like, how nervous does Dana start getting that he's going to have a Aljamain Sterling, Murado Alashvili situation on his hand if Ante Delia finds himself in the top 6, 1 win away from a title shot? Who do you give him after that? Sergey Pavlovich, maybe?
Yeah, but I don't know if Dana White's thinking Tom Aspinall is champ. You know, I don't know if his mentality is like that anymore.
It's interesting the way that heavyweight's going to play out. I mean, we got talking about the boxing, won't fight Delia. If Delia moves his way into the top 6, what are we doing with the rematch? Volkov, is John Jones coming back? Major disarray here at the Glamour division in the UFC.
The Glamour division?
Yeah.
Since when?
The Hollywood division. Heavyweight.
Ante can really breathe some life into the top of the division that I think desperately needs it. Like, we're looking at Volkov potentially being next after Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall resolve their engagement, and so that's not great prospects. Like, I thought Volkov had a great performance, but I don't think anybody's clamoring for a Cyril Gane or Tom Aspinall rematch with Volkov. So yeah, it could use a name like Ante, but as we said, like, if Tom is still the champion, that's going to be rough. And so I don't know what you do, but he needs to just keep winning.
Featured bout of the evening, Jeremiah Wells back after almost a 2-year layoff at 39 years old, taking on Themba Gorimbo, who's back after the loss to Vicente Luque earlier this year. That fight's happening.
It's happening. The rest of this card is all happening.
Isaac Dolgarian, Yater Davali.
All right, I want to see Isaac fight. I'm interested in that journey. I'll say that.
These are 2 young guys that, like, you look back in a few years. I always wait for like 3 or 4 years from now when we look back at an Apex card and, like, like I think, what is it, like 264, obviously that was a McGregor card, but people look back on it and be like, holy shit, this was so stacked. It was like DDP was on it. I think Aspinall was on it. Ilya was on it.
Oh shit!
McGregor
All right.
was main event. Let me pull this up. But like people like, obviously that was a pay-per-view, and it's just like sneaky, like low key, like most stacked card ever. Like looking back on it, like what is going to be the apex card that we look back on? Michel Pereira
None.
was on it.
It will only be.
You had Sean O'Malley, Dricus Duplessis, Ilya Taporia, Tai Tuivasa, Gilbert Burns, Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, Wonder Boy. It's a stacked card.
It's a stacked card that wasn't like you wouldn't have looked at exactly the same at the time. There will never be an Apex card that you look back and go, wow, that guy from the prelims, it will never happen.
I'm just saying, maybe
Pay-per-view, yeah.
Maybe one day we're looking back on this one and it's just like, you're telling me that this card had not only Isaac Dolgarian on it, but it also had Dante Johnson?
No, we're not going to be saying that.
This was before SD Dumas went on his run. Yeah, you got Alan Nascimento, Cody Durden, shout out, repping Atlanta. Charles Radke, Chuck Buffalo back against Daniel Frunza.
Yeah, there's some recognizable names, but this is definitely I'm going to catch up on the results type situation.
Timmy Kawamba versus Chang Ho Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Montserrat Ruiz versus Elise Ardeline.
Mm-hmm.
And then my main event, Phil Rowe versus Hyuk Kyung Ko.
For sure. What about the actual ranked fight?
Carnelosi. Oh, Ketlin Vieira, Norman Dumont. It's a shallow division.
Ketlin's a dog. Are you surprised?
Nah, Norman Dumont has won her last 5 fights, bro. She beat the fuck out of Irene Aldana.
I know, but I think Ketlin's going to win. And also, I don't know. Yeah, I think Ketlin's going to win.
Should we make a Gandalf Gollum?
I'm putting it on wax.
Pack a pipe bet? I'll take Dumont, you take Vieira?
Do I get odds? What do I get?
Fish.
Yeah, you get fish, I get a packed pipe.
What's the wager though?
I don't know.
All right, we'll figure it out. But yes, I will take Ketlin.
All right, I got Norman Dumont.
All
that's the
That's the boys in the back rivalry of the week.
rivalry bet.
Yep.
Yeah, give me Norman Dumont.
All right.
Dumpy. Shout out. All right, that's UFC 110.
Yeah, UFC Vegas 110. Shout out.
Parlay Pals and picks?
Yeah, let's do it.
Parlay Pals are just on a sour run right now. It's truly bad. Oh, look, there's the card. Graphics team built one up. Shout out. Main event's
Shout
a
out to
banger.
Dan.
Co-main, big stakes in the heavyweight division. Isaac Dolgarian, Yader DeValley, Charles Radke, Daniel Frunza, Alan Nascimento, Cody Durden. Shout out. Do we get new graphics, Frank?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Graphics department is on fire.
On fire, man. Shout out to him. Parlay Pals for last week, just a whole mess. Tom Aspinall, no contest. Joseph Parker losing.
It's like a Christmas tree.
Jelton Almeida losing. Walter Walker, though. Good for that heel hook.
Walter Walker.
All right, this week, I've already gotten Pete's pick. He took the undefeated Dante Johnson. Frankie, why don't you go first? I'll go second. Rick, you go.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because I don't remember who I picked, so you gotta go with somebody else.
Why don't you pick the whole parlay this week, Connor?
You
Man.
want me to pick the entire parlay?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take one Ante Delia to stop the reign of Salsa Boy. Frankie, go ahead, man.
Billy Elikana, money line, don't mind telling you.
Billy Elikana in one of the most boring fights of all time at UFC Abu Dhabi last time out. Hopefully he did get the dub as a big dog in that one, though.
He heard you say that, and he's going extra hard this time. You're going to regret saying that.
I'm not going to lie. The wig has completely knocked my earpiece out, and I'm just kind of hearing an echo of Frank.
You know what? I'm all right with that. If you need to fix it, go ahead. Or
Nah.
a pair of headphones down there, too.
Shout out.
Frank, you want to pick for me?
Yeah. Fish.
You know what? I pegged you. You kept saying Isaac Dolgarian during the breakdown. I picked you as an Isaac Dolgarian.
I like it.
All right. That gets us to plus 340 on DraftKings Sportsbook right now. That get us back into the green, but are we going to win this week? Yeek.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Dude, I think we've lost like 9 straight. I've lost count. I think we've lost like 9 or 10
Look,
straight.
consistency is key.
We're dog shit at this.
No. We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back on it. If we hit this one, we're in the green, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna hit
That's
this
a big if.
No,
How
we're
it
gonna hit
is
this one.
every week.
No.
Yeah. We just keep taking longer and longer shots. Like we're gonna be down like 25 units and be like plus 2,600. Listen, if we've only lost 43 straight. If we win this one, we're back in the green.
People love a comeback story.
Should I switch to Ketlin as a dog and just
Hell
really
no,
get it?
hell no. Norma Dumont's gonna put it on her, bro. Shout out to her. All right, my picks this week. I only got 2. We'll keep it simple. Co-main, main event. My guys. Pick number 1. Mr. Ante Delia. Shout out to the Croatian killer. Ante Delia gets it done against Salsa Boy. Ends his reign of terror. And then main event. You know I love a good Steve Garcia scrap. We'll ride with Stevie G to continue the win streak, to become a player at featherweight. He said that Alexander Volkanovski's holding up the division. Kind of a crazy take.
Yeah, that was a take.
Kind of a crazy take from Steve Garcia, but bro's looking for gold. Win this and then book Steve Garcia versus Arnold Allen. How's that sound?
I like that fight.
How's
Arnold
that
would
sound?
scrap with him.
Arnold Allen just needs a damn fight, man.
Yeah.
Arnold Allen just needs a
Well,
damn
he was
fight.
fighting those street thugs, remember? He got jumped.
Yeah. All right. That'll do it for the picks. That'll do it for UFC 110. Let's bring in just one moment, we will bring in documentarian extraordinaire, Mr. E. Casey. Not only a documentarian, but also a fighter as well. Someone call him the GOAT, and every man. He fights, he films, he edits, he truly does it all. E.K. Leydon, he just joined the team a few weeks ago, already off to a hot start. There he is. Wow, no costume. You didn't get the memo about the costume, Casey.
Well, you guys didn't either.
What is this? What is this?
Sick burn.
I mean, this is
That was pretty good.
This is unbelievable here.
Thank you.
Casey, we were just breaking down UFC Vegas 110. This feels like a Casey Leydon card. This feels like one that you have circled on the calendar for months at a time. You're like, oh yeah, I rolled with him one time at the gym. He's got a great twister. I want to see if he can pull it off on the prelims. What fight do we have circled here on UFC Vegas 110?
I had to bring it up. I had to bring the. Well, I'm a big fan of Conejo just because I'm into neck tattoos and she looks scary. Looks a lot scarier than her actual abilities as a fighter. But so I'm always just into that. She looks the part. And 2 ranked bantamweights, lady bantamweights, buried way on the prelims, which is very apexy of them. So
yeah, kind of doing him dirty there. Also, crazy of you to refer
Incredibly
to
dirty.
Montserrat Ruiz as Conejo.
Yeah.
That's some Casey Leydon stuff right there.
Yeah. And of course, and then Steve Garcia. The man's just a very violent, savage individual fighting out of Albuquerque, New Jersey. So, I always kind of, my heart is close to all the Jackson Wink boys and girls. So, yeah, and then, onto Elijah, just because I just want to see the him rise the ranks and just, Dana get more and more red as he, goes up the ranks, and then, all that, this kind of really Timu version of the
Aljo and
Aljo Murad. I'm old, so I'm going Koscheck versus Fitch.
Oh, what about Rashad Evans versus John Jones? Although they broke the treaty.
Yeah, they broke the treaty. Yeah, they chased the bag. It's a card.
Yeah, it's a card. It's a card that's taking place on Saturday. It's okay. We got a couple bangers to close out the year. I have to say, a lot of people are going to be quite excited to cash their Casey Leydon to not wear sleeves on the program minus 200 ticket.
Appreciate it. Yeah, there you go.
The gun show.
No sleeves. And last week we were with you here in New York City. It was quite chilly. You also rocked shorts for that one.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part, actually.
I agree.
I was trying to play it cool. I was like, I can handle this weather. But I'm thinking we're gonna be shooting indoors. We're inside, various restaurants in New York. But then 90% of what we did was either in front of the restaurant or it was an open air restaurant. So once we stopped filming, I did get kind of cold, and I kind of had to just walk around and look cool. And yeah,
I like to think it was
not a good choice.
I like to think it was homage. It was a nod. All right, Casey. The people demanded this. The people in the super chats in the comment section said you need to have Casey on, and so we obliged. My first question for you, Casey, is
Yes, sir.
the first film is out, Uncrowned Films debut. What is BKFC? You are the filmmaker. You are the brains behind this whole thing. What is your reaction to the feedback? What are the things that you can tell us about the making of it? That maybe you can reveal some things behind the scenes for the fans. Tell us about what is BKFC and how you're feeling now that it's out there to the world.
Well, firstly, I was just very happy that because it's long form. Everyone's like, oh, everyone likes TikTok videos. Everyone wants everything vertical. So it was good to just shoot a long form feature, basically. I think we had 47 minutes. My original cut was about an hour and 10 minutes. So we did cut it down and made it a little tighter. But maybe we'll release like the director's cut later, But it was just no, I was just happy. I was just happy to be there. I was happy just to I don't know, like this like okay, for the last few years, ever since like pandemic, I haven't been really a road warrior. I'm kind of like working from home, and I experienced all these UFC, all these combat sports events from home, and it's fun, but I don't know. I'm just like, I always have to, I have to be part of it. I mean, that's why I even got into fighting, actually like fighting, because being a spectator wasn't enough for me. I had to I need to feel it, so without actually getting into that ring, I feel like just me being there, like I feel blessed with the opportunity to kind of share the feelings of and the emotions of being that close to the fight without literally being in the fight. And just me as personally, I love doing that. That's what I want to do. And I'm just very fortunate that you guys and Ariel gave me the opportunity to help kind of tell that story. And I was one of the few people, I think maybe me and Feldman might have been the only couple of people who were actually at BKFC 1.
Wow.
Which I was at too. I did the same thing at BKFC 1. It's just without Ariel. But so I was at BKFC 1, BKFC 2. And so I seen them grow into what they are now. And it was just very interesting because to me, essentially, it felt exactly the same as BKFC 1, except there's just more people, and like just the walkway from the locker room to the ring is longer. But the emotions and the intensity and just I don't know, and just all the moving parts behind the scenes, it kind of felt the same, honestly.
Yeah, you mentioned it feeling like a little bit of a throwback, right? A little pre-pandemic kind of era, and you being on the road and being able to experience the sights and the sounds and be there. Let's go back even further, because I feel like maybe, there's certain fans that might be tuning in from pandemic era, right? Who might have just started watching and don't know about the legend status of Casey, and know that you and Ariel were traveling the road together and getting all those interviews that Ariel is known for, and also the fight night kind of stuff, the behind the scenes content. So tell us, let's go all the way back, actually. Let's start with, how did you get your start in this business, in the fight business? And what was the first thing you did?
In the fight business, the first thing I did is I was living, this is about 20 years ago. I was living in LA. I was working on kind of, I don't know, just crap. I was working on documentaries in LA that really never panned out. And I just happened to be in the right room at the right time. And I got offered to shoot and edit a pilot reality show about Gary Shaw and Scala, who were one of the founders of Elite XC back in the day. So I shot a reality show pilot that never aired. It was just kind of in-house. I was supposed to be kind of sold and try to sell it. And from there, they liked it, and I wound up working for Elite XC at the time as an editor. So I did like the promos and countdown shows and stuff, which is kind of cool because the first piece I ever worked on for MMA for a fight card was a piece about KJ Noons versus Crazy Horse, now Felony. And recently with Ariel,
previously Charles Bennett, yeah, we shot at Fight Circus, and I got to see Felony there.
So I was like, whoa, kind of full circle. He was like the first thing I really ever worked on, and I was like, I know you, but he has no idea who I am. But so yeah, so I worked on Elite XC, and then when I was working at Elite XC, I actually met Ariel as a reporter, and he was working maybe for MMA Rated, I think at the time. I'm not even sure what it was at the time, and I was just like, oh, he works hard, but I'm working like production, like for the actual promotion. He's doing the media side, and honestly, I didn't really even understand what the media did. I was just kind of like living in my world. And then once Elite XC went under, that was around the time UFC 104. And that was in Los Angeles. And I think Ariel was working for Fan House at the time. And we kind of knew each other. And he basically contacted me and like, hey, can you be my camera guy at UFC 104 in Los Angeles? And I was, and we did a good job. And that's kind of the start of our beautiful relationship.
The rest is history, as they say.
Yeah.
How long was that run? When you started working with Ariel at that time, UFC 104, to when? When did you move from behind the camera? Like, when was that transition?
When did I move from behind the camera?
When did you stop being Ariel's cameraman? Like, what was the era? What was that run?
Oh, basically, we went to, I think, ESPN. So it was like
2018-ish.
Yeah, it was in Chicago. I remember it was in Chicago, and it was weird. Yeah, it was his last card. He was going to ESPN, and the way the ESPN, I guess, works, they had their own camera guys and editors and stuff. So like I was like, all right, bye, Ariel, and see you later. But yeah, that was it. And then I wound up doing my own thing at this other website called MMA Fighting.
Heard of it?
Shout
And
out.
yeah, heard of it. Yeah. Great website. Check it out if you want. No, I'm joking. No, I was in MMA Fighting for over a decade. It's wild. But yeah, and that was what was that?
That feels,
Yeah, what the fuck,
that feels
Frankie?
misplaced, Frankie. One question I had: you do these incredible videos. Like back in the day, you guys would do like walk and talks with Conor McGregor, John Jones in New Mexico, everything like that. You're a one-man band, as we saw last week, as I'm sure people saw at the BKFC card. Do you ever, as a guy that works in production as well, have you ever gotten like 10, 20 minutes into a shoot and realized, oh shit, I didn't hit record. Oh shit, I'm not getting audio on the microphone. Like Conor McGregor's dropping bars in front of you. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you're just like, oh my god, I never hit record.
You're kind of a jerk for even saying that, because that is my nightmare all the time. Like
Knocking on wood for you.
Yeah, very important scene, and then like I kind of look at my viewfinder and look at make sure the little red dot is there. Like it does like that. That's essentially the nightmare situation. I have recorded scenes and forgot to press record definitely a few times, but luckily it wasn't Conor dropping his eating blueberries and singing a pot line or something, whatever he does.
The scene of the moment. You missed the minor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I miss the minor things and stuff. And like even our recent shoot we did with Mr. Bronson, there was no one's gonna notice. Luckily, I'm the editor also, so no one ever finds out.
Hey,
Or
you're just gonna say, what are you talking about, man? That wasn't on camera.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, that was a
You said that behind the scenes,
Yeah.
bro.
What's like give me a memory from that time that you did do on the road with Ariel. What's like because there's been so many iconic interviews. That's how I became a fan of this. Like watching those interviews that you and Ariel were doing was the thing that got me to go, let me email this guy because I want to work with him. I want to do whatever it takes. Like it looks like fun, but it's also something I'm super passionate about. Give me like 1, 2 of your favorite memories from that era.
One that sticks out is always when we interviewed Rampage in Denver. It was a pre-fight interview, and during the interview, Rampage decides to start making eyes. And so I'm shooting the interview. Rampage is in front of me. He's talking to Ariel, and Rampage kind of gets distracted because he sees this very attractive woman on the side, and he starts kind of hitting on her. And then Ariel informs Rampage like that's my wife. He's looking at. then Rampage looked at me. We kind of look at each other. I'm like, I'm like, oh crap, are we supposed to fight now? I'm not sure. And no, but then Rampage kind of gives me dabs and like, yeah, what's up? So that was just kind of a stupid moment, but but
You think you could have taken him?
Yeah, absolutely. No. Some other memories. Overall, my overall memory is more and I know you know this feeling too. Just working with Ariel and working at his matching Ariel's work rate. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Like just his intensity is not the right word. Just professionalism. I guess I don't know if it's the word. Like just like he raises the bar. He raised the bar on me. Like because I know I work in MMA. MMA is kind of this ragtag group of people that work in the industry.
Yeah.
And Ariel brought such a level of professionalism that I felt not easily, but like I happily matched it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we hit it off so well in terms of our professionalism and working and stuff. So that's really what it's about. And then so me and Ariel had like a good, I don't know, since ESPN till bare knuckle, we've obviously talked to each other and hung out and stuff, but we haven't worked together in 6-something years. And boom, we instantly clicked. I mean, we were back there again. We knew exactly where we wanted. We could throw ideas to each other without stepping on each other's toes, creatively and everything. And I think and I didn't really answer your question too much, but that's really been that's been the kind of the best part about coming back to you guys, back with Ariel, back with Uncrowned, is that it's like nothing, like we didn't miss a beat. It's kind of like when your best friend you don't see for 10 years, and as soon as you hang out, you catch up for like a couple minutes, but after that, you're back to normal. You're just talking smack, just having fun. And that's what it felt like with me and Ariel. It's like just as soon as we kind of caught up with you, like, oh, Ariel's got another kid, stuff like that. And then we, we instantly just like, boom, we were there, and we just, we knew what to expect from each other. And it was really, it was refreshing. I mean, not that I had any doubt that it wouldn't be there, but it was comforting to know that, all right, I think, Ariel made the right decision. Bringing me on, I made the right decision, joining you guys. So I think sorry, I didn't really answer your question, but
no, that's good.
We're happy to have you, Casey. We couldn't be any more excited. We have an audio guy that works in the back. His name is Mysterious Frank, and he was itching to ask you a question, and he's just honored to meet you as well.
Oh, hi, Casey. My name's Frank. Big fan. I was just curious if you might be able to explain to some of those that may not know of you, like, how did you get into shooting documentaries? Like, what was it? Always fighting? Was it other industries? And where were you based out of originally?
Originally, I'm from Houston, Texas, and like I think I'm kind of a rare person in this MMA world, because I didn't, until I got my first job editing promos, I didn't know anything about Ultimate Fighting. It was literally just that video cassette you see at Blockbuster by the Faces to Death. I didn't watch combat sports.
Exactly how I was exposed to it. Wow, that's funny. Because in Texas, I think nobody really knows what Faces to Death is outside of Texas.
Oh, so I
know Faces to Death.
Yeah, everyone does.
Would,
Jeez. You would. So I came in through so I worked on like kind of, I did like my own, I went to school in Houston. I worked on rap videos as a kind of day job in Houston. I did like work that was around that time, like Paul Wall, the Slim Thug, Chameleonaire, who am I missing? Little pre Mike Jones. I moved right before Mike Jones got big, but around that era, that's Swisher House. If you're familiar with Texas Houston rap,
DJ Screw,
DJ Screw, right in kind of the in between. DJ Screw had just kind of passed away, but Screw was still obviously very big in Houston. So kind of that transition between DJ Screw and I can't remember the names now, but I kind of rap a lot, Swisher House, and like that started getting picked up, and it kind of got big on the national level. So I started working on music videos for that, and I was also working on a lot of corporate, I worked on commercials for Frank knows this. Luby's, the cafeteria.
Luby's. I haven't heard that name in so long, man.
Yeah, Luby's. So Luby's is if you watch King of the Hill, the old King of the Hill, Luann, her full name is Luann Platter. Luann Platter is a reference to a dish that senior citizens get at Luby's. So
I don't even know that.
It's called the Luann Platter. Yeah. So yeah, I worked on that, and then basically I kind of hit a ceiling as far as like where I could go in the industry, and then so I wound up moving to LA. I met some people on a shoot while they were in Texas, and they moved to LA. I'm like, okay, so I moved to LA, and when I lived in LA, I worked on this. I worked on a documentary that never was released, but it was a really cool documentary. We shot at the Comedy Store. It was called The Ding Dong Show, and Google it. Google Ding Dong Show.
No, don't Google that.
Oh yeah.
But I love
incognito
comedy.
mode. Incognito mode maybe. But from that, I just happened to be in the right room, the right time, and some guys like I said, I wasn't because LA is a union town as far as production. I wasn't union on that time, and they're like, hey, here's $500. Can you edit this? I'm like, all right, cool. And that was kind of that's how it got started. And I knew nothing about the sport, nothing, zero. They just gave me a bunch of DVDs. Actually, the first thing I had to edit was a sizzle reel for Elite XC for investors, and they just handed me about 20 DVDs of Jungle Fight, which is a promotion I think that still exists.
Oh yeah, shout out Jungle Fight.
Yeah, Jungle Fights. So I just edited a sizzle reel, and then like sizzle reel is like something for investors, and they send that out, and then I wound up getting hired, and that was kind of the start.
I think Hanato Moicano had some fights on Jungle Fight.
Oh yeah, a lot of the Brazilians came from Jungle Fight.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Casey, what can we expect from Uncrowned Films going forward? Like what are you excited about?
What can we expect, and also what is your white whale documentary? Ariel's always like, we got to get to Ryzen, we got to get to these European shows. For you, what is the white whale?
Ooh.
Put it into the universe and let's make it happen.
Yeah. Right now, as far as the big shows, as far as just covering a show, it'll be a Ryzen New Year's Eve card, without a doubt. That's like pre-pandemic, pretty much me and Esther, my wife, we went to the goat. We went to Japan almost every year to go to the New Year's cards at Ryzen, and it's funny because like I guess kind of jumping back a little bit. Like I worked in MMA, I swear probably like all through my Elite XC years and even probably up to like UFC 170, I don't know. Like I not 170, but a few years of working in the sport. Like it was still just a job to me, honestly. It was cool, I got it, but it was still like just dudes beating each other up, which I guess it is. But I really didn't get the martial arts side of it, or just, I don't know. I didn't see it the same way. But it's when I started watching actually old Pride at that time, Dream, and then Dream became Ryzen. It was when I started watching Japanese MMA, and I started watching a lot of K1 and stuff that I really that was what kind of flipped the switch for me. Like that's like, oh, I get it. This is I don't know. Like there's something in the pageantry, the way they did it in Japan that I just fell in love with. And so I got to go out there a few times to go to New Year's Eve cards at the Saitama. But I've only kind of worked like, I shoot the press conference, the post-fight interviews, but I really haven't been in the locker room. I haven't been ringside. I haven't really like felt like what it is to like to live that show, like in the walkouts and everything. So definitely that's the white whale going, me and Ariel going for a new big card, and seeing the whole setup, seeing the rehearsal, seeing just, man, like experiencing that in Japan, like it's cool seeing big UFC cards, but like nothing for me matches that over how it is over there. I mean, I enjoy the big cards. I enjoy BKFC. I enjoy all that. I mean, I want to go to KSW card. I want to go to a big Octagon card in Europe and stuff, but it's definitely the Rising cards, which kind of really I want to really get even closer to that, and maybe cover some street beefs
Hey,
Street beef.
now you're talking my language, bro.
Yeah, no.
I've run through pretty much every single video on their YouTube channel. I got post notifications on social. Street beefs, that's a great one. You mentioned Octagon. Octagon 94 next year at the Stadium Show in Frankfurt. That is my white whale of something that we go cover.
Where is Street Beef filmed? Where do they do it?
Anywhere and everywhere. As long as
There's not one arena for it?
No, there's not one empty parking lot. Yeah, it's just
Every time I've seen it, it looked like the same backyard with like, particle board walls put up.
Yeah.
I assumed it was the same.
Of Florida to the hills of Tennessee, they will fight anywhere. Shout out to Street Beef.
they'll have. I don't think they fight, but they've had matches in LA. I live in LA County, but I think they're like around the Inland Empire, around out there. I think they've had matches like the guy one of the Street Beefs guys I want to meet really bad is Shinigami. I don't know if
I'm not versed in the Street Beefs.
Okay, he's like
Connor.
He's a famous guy. He did Shinigami. He did the head kick knockout in like 4 seconds, whatever. He's like this big dude, but I want to see. I want to feel. I want to be in. I kind of want to fight in Street Beefs.
You want to fight in Street Beefs? Undefeated Casey
All right,
Leydon is
now we're
saying-
talking about a real documentary behind the scenes inside the locker room with Casey Leydon.
You think they got a locker?
breaking news.
Locker room?
We'll bring our own locker room.
Inside somebody's shed in this backyard in Inland Empire.
Yeah,
that's
all right.
crazy.
I mean, there's something kind of raw and interesting.
Oh,
about
for sure.
Getting in a fight.
I will say,
again, on grass. You're fighting. So you're not fighting concrete. 'Cause I do have limitations on like, okay, that's just dangerous. But like fighting on grass, just when you're grappling, it's just like dirt and mud and everything in your face. And I don't know. I don't know. And just like, literally everyone is like on the cage wall. It's not like a cage and everyone's kind of sitting down. Like they're like right there grabbing the fence. I don't know. That's kind of my.
for your own health and safety, I'm hoping that you don't, but maybe one
We'll
day.
get you on Street Beast. We'll get you the belt there, and then we'll fly across the world to Dan Hooker, and we'll do the 1-minute scraps.
What about a car jitsu?
Yeah, then we'll get Karjitsu phone booth fights. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
All right, Casey, we have a segment here called Pound for Pound Rankings. It's where we go through our top 5 of various subjects. We thought you'd like to join in this with your elite MMA knowledge. In honor of Halloween, we are doing Pound for Pound top 5 scariest fighters in MMA history. Any 5, any era, anytime.
It's really, the list is actually like most intimidating, but to match the Halloween theme, we call this scary.
Right, yeah. Who you least want to fight? Who it's like, bro, I'm not getting in there with that dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. There is no price tag to get me in there with that dude. Frankie, what's the order going to be?
The order today will be Frank, then Casey, then Rick, then Connor.
Nice.
Starting off with my number 5.
Here we go. Frank, I can't wait for this. 2024, Dakota Ditchuba.
How did you know? No, it's Andrei Arlovsky.
Okay.
Seen here wearing vampire
Yeah.
teeth. Shit's scary, bro.
That era of Andre, he was a monster.
I think he's still a monster. Followed up by my number 4.
Is it vampire teeth or is it like dog teeth?
No, it was like vampire.
Ensign Inoue. Was he in the Yakuza? Was he not? We'll never know, but he's scary as hell. Oh.
And it's Josh Barnett.
I'm reading my own list backwards.
Not only are you reading it backwards, but you also created the list graphic.
You know what? These are all equally
You
scary.
never seem to.
Ensign's never looked better.
You never seem to not
All right,
top
well,
yourself.
Here we
in
can
fucking these
rectify
up.
number 3. Mike Perry. The man
That's not a bad shout. Mike Perry's
That
not a
is a
bad
good-
shot. He's not on my
seen
list.
here looking scary AF.
Possessed.
Back to my number 2 now. which
Anything
is
you want to say about Josh Barnett, or we're
Josh
just going to
Barnett.
move on?
I'm gonna cover Josh Barnett as he puts Ensign Inoue up there. 24 was heavyweight champion. Has anyone tell me that I couldn't find this? Anyone younger since he achieved that?
Josh Barnett?
Yeah.
I guess not heavyweight. John Jones was a younger UFC champion.
John Jones is the youngest ever.
And then my number 1.
Wait, is number 2 Ensign or what? Like, what are we doing?
That's Vincent
Oh, okay.
Hey, shout out to Vincent Inouye. Do we have a picture of Vincent Inouye?
Yes, looking extremely scary.
Ensign Inouye's wife is on TikTok, and I'm obsessed with them like talking about it. Like she does these videos. Sometimes Ensign is in them. It's incredible.
I love that me and Frank are having zero overlap. I love it.
What's interesting though is that when I was trying to find images of Vincent Inouye looking extra scary, apparently he has like a foundation now.
Oh, Ensign's like an awesome dude.
Oh, he's a humanitarian now.
Yeah.
But like even seeing these humanitarian photos, it's like you just know like he's tatted up. He's got all this history. It's scary. But scariest of all for my pound for pound scariest fighters is Hamzat. I'm sorry. Like the guy in almost every photo.
Why are you sorry?
Why are you so
literally
apologetic?
freaks me out.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
The wolf.
He's pretty scary, man.
This is a fantastic list. The Ensign, snafu aside, like this is a great list. I'm surprised it's so old school though, but it's quite good. It's a good combo of new and old.
They just don't make
Hamzat
them
and Mike
like they used
Perry.
to,
Unless you're Hamzat or Mike Perry.
Hey, people forget, man.
People
Moving on
forget.
to Casey.
People
Here.
forget.
All right.
All right,
I like
Casey, take it away.
you apologize. You're like I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's Hamzat.
Like,
Yo, look at the
you're
Casey
so-
graphic.
Wow.
It looks nothing like him.
Nah, that's elite.
The mustache is pretty good.
Yeah, I like the hair. Wow, that's man. Thank you. Appreciate that. The ears look very normal. What's up with that? Yeah, come on, man. I've earned these ears. Damn it. All right. So the premise, I'm thinking. So when you say scariest fighters, so my mind, I'm thinking, I'm sleeping. I get these people come into my house. They tie me up. They throw me in a sack. They throw me in the back of a van, and I wake up in a trailer. Randomly. And
It's street beefs, bro. You're in the backyard.
Yeah, in backyard, and so this person just pops up in front of me, like in some. So that's my premise.
Yep.
So number 5, this one's it. Ryan Hall.
So what?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, what?
145-pound Ryan Hall.
To me, that is you wake up, but you don't. Yeah, you're in a room with a dangerous person, and this is the person they put you with, and he's just standing there like.
Right, it's almost like in the movie if they show the guy who's the least intimidating, and you're like, yeah, I'm good, and then they know how to do work.
All right, this is an insane start to the list. Ryan Hall.
And because he will do the most permanent damage. Like he will break my knees and ankles and my elbows so quickly.
I do guarantee you, Francis Ngannou with no referees to stop him might be able to do just a touch more damage.
I don't know. Hey man, I've been on the mats with these guys. Not them in particular, but like big dudes and like small dangerous dudes. And like these
I knew
small
this would
dangerous
come.
guys. Ryan Hall scares the crap out of me.
This is the expertise that we get.
You don't want to see Ryan Hall across from you. I get it.
Go.
Yeah.
Street beefs, Ryan Hall.
Street beefs.
Sweating it.
Number 4, Prime Cain Velasquez.
Oh hell yeah.
That's just a scary man. And and I couldn't run away because this is endless cardio. It's sea level Cain Velasquez. So it's just
altitude. You might have a shot.
Altitude, yeah, might have a shot. Okay. Number 3, Prime Chris Cyborg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh yeah.
Chris. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Number 2, Prime Fedor.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
30-1, straight from Pride. Felt unbeatable, Fedor Emelianenko.
And also just like the demeanor, the like lack of
demeanor. It's a demeanor, lack of emotion. Like he will just
he's a cyborg.
Cyborg. And to kind of go back to my history in the sport, I got Fedor. Fedor was obviously awesome and everything, but one time when he actually it was right before he lost to Verdun when he fought in the Strike Force. My wife, the goat Esther, was shooting photos for Strike Force. So I was helping out for a photo shoot. And so every once in a while, so they goes, okay, Fedor, can you turn to the side and act like you're looking at your opponent? So a lot of times I'm the person to so I go in the side so they have an eye line. And I did a stare down with Fedor. And it was just like, my soul just fell into an abyss. It was like him just looking at me. It was just, and like within like a half a second, I was like, oh crap. Because he didn't I think a couple of fighters have said like he just looks like he has no soul when he stares at you. And so that just always just scared the crap out of me, Fedor. And my number one, prime, Vanderlei Silva. Just standing here looking at me like this across the cage. That's it.
Yeah, Vanderlei is probably like an answer for a lot of people. The standing across from the cage, but also the famous, and we did best face-offs one time. Vanderlei Mirko is one of the all-time like greatest face-offs of all time. One of the scariest dudes just to see. And then like the fighting style to match it. Vanderlei's a great pick. Great list. Although I will say, I don't think the Ryan Hall's an if you know situation.
Honestly, I thought we were gonna get like a Crone Gracie at number 1.
It's not a bad one.
But Pro Gracie kind of looks the part a little bit. You know, he's got a six-pack. But like, it's those guys these guys that don't look like they look like they fix your cell phone at the mall. You know, those guys are the. I'm just saying.
The Corey Sandhagens of the world.
Yeah, and that's why Corey is like one of my favorite fighters because like
he's
I love
unassuming.
The guys that don't look good coming off the bus.
Yeah,
those are my favorite. Yeah.
All right, mine are going to look a little better coming off the bus. I'm going to be honest, but we did have some overlap. I think I'm next, right? It's your last?
Yeah.
Number 5 for me, I share this one with Casey. In her prime, and I would argue like she's still pretty damn good right now. My female GOAT of MMA, Chris Cyborg, just like intimidation for days. Like if you're across from her, you have to not only face her with the intensity, with the physical gifts that she has, but just the knowledge that her sole focus is to come across the cage and destroy you. And she has done it to many, many, many opponents. Chris Cyborg, intimidation for days. Just when it comes to women, I know, look, everybody likes to throw the Amanda Nunes beater thing around. That's fine. I still have Chris Cyborg as my GOAT.
Shout out to Bellator 300, by the way.
Shout out to Bellator 300 against Kat Zingano. But Cyborg is the most intimidating woman I've seen when it comes to the fight game. Number 4 for me, Rampage Jackson. He's a little more known now for the kick and the interviews with Ariel that go viral every once in a while that Casey shot back then when they were happening. But this is like UFC era. If you even go back further to Pride era, the mouthpiece, the chain, the menacing snarl, the howl, every bit of Rampage Jackson, and also the muscles, the physicality, the way he fought, every bit of Rampage Jackson screamed scary, screamed intimidating. That was not a guy you wanted to see across from you. But there are 3 that I have above. There are 3 that I have above Rampage. And if it only goes up from Rampage, it's got to be intimidating. Number 3, this is a more contemporary one. I'm surprised nobody said him yet, but shout out to Poatan, Alex Pereira.
Hey, shout out.
When you're looking across the cage and you see that face, that's a bad sign for you. That's not the face you want to see when they put you in the bag, Casey, and then they wake you up at Street Beefs and you're standing across from this guy, Michael Myers, no emotion. He took what Fedor did to a completely different level.
No English.
Doesn't speak English and is just staring you down for as long as you're willing to engage, and then when the bell rings, it's time to go night-night. Alex Pereira is a scary son of a bitch. Number 2, another one I share with Casey. It was his number 1, and it was hard to edge out this man, Vanderlei Silva, in his prime. When this was standing across the ring from you, rolling those hands, that look of absolute menace in his eyes, it was hard to imagine people withstanding that. Rampage Jackson himself fell victim to Vanderlei on several occasions. But yeah, man, Vanderlei Silva in his prime was a scary SOB. Only to be topped by one man, and it had to be. There was only one person. As soon as we talked about this list, it had to be number 1, and that's the bad guy himself, the American gangster Chael Sonnen. You do not want to be standing across from this. 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 5-on-1. It does not matter. You're gonna need 911. So much so, listen to the man himself. When you come from where he came from, you know that this is the scariest dude on the planet. Let's listen to Chael Sonnen himself tell you about his upbringing.
Well, I don't know that I'm a self-proclaimed gangster. I'm from the mean streets of West Linn, Oregon. And I've seen things and been through things that somebody like you in your little pearly loft couldn't even relate to. And if you're asking me to share stories with you that are frankly none of your business, maybe I'll give you a couple and maybe you'll take the little smug look off your face. But I can date back to when I was 11 years old. I'm minding my own business, and I'm in a park. This guy, stranger to me, takes a piece of gum out of his pocket, he puts it in his mouth, and he just throws the wrapper on the ground. He publicly litters. He just publicly litters. And I saw that. I had to see these things at a young age. Sure, somebody came along, somebody picked it up, somebody threw it in the trash can. But for the few moments where that sat on the ground and the law was violated right here in my neighborhood, what about the time I'm on the sidewalk and I watch a guy cross the street and he's not even within the lines? He's publicly jaywalking. There was a police officer standing right there. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. We have chaos. We had anarchy at times in West Lynn. You know, you look at me. There was years where my father didn't even make $100,000, or barely made $100,000. And sure, we had a maid, but she only came twice a week. What do you think happened the other 5 days? You think those dishes washed themselves? You think those clothes got themselves in the hamper? My neighbors were twins. They got a Mercedes for their birthday, but just one. They had to share that car. They had to share that car. Who gets to drive today? I had to see these things. You asked me about being a gangster. You think I'm scared to go to Brazil? You haven't seen the things I've seen. You haven't been down that way. You haven't been to the mean streets of Westland, Oregon.
I get chills thinking about what this man had to go through growing up. When you stand across the cage from the man who's seen the things that he's seen, I don't even want to think about that.
All-time clip. All-time clip.
Undisputed, undefeated.
Years my dad didn't make $100K or barely made $100K. All-time clip.
What a clip. What a freaking clip. Shout out to the Westland gangster.
Mr. Chael Sonnen. All right. That leads it to my 5. A few new ones are going to be on this list that you guys did not call out. Number 5, maybe not in the octagon itself, but the look, the getting off the bus, the sheer physique of this man. Number 5, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah.
The tattoo, the hulking size, 6'3", almost 300 pounds. Comes out with the Team Death Clutch shirt, college national champ. I mean, look at the tattoo on the abs. I do not want to get mixed up with this man. Plus, like, you guys talk about Fyodor, the demeanor of Brock Lesnar is like, I don't give a fuck about you, and I'm gonna kill you. It's just as easy as that. That's how this one is going to go. Number 5, Brock Lesnar. Number 4, it's a man that was only a man for a certain period of time. Before he was Alistair. Afterwards, he was Overeem. Before a brief window, he was Ubereem. He was taking place in K1, Strike Force, Dream, as Casey mentioned earlier, and the UFC. He's fighting guys like Tyrone Spong, Badr Hari, Gokhan Saki, Brock Lesnar, Fabricio Verdum, Todd Duffy, and he's looking like this. He's looking like this. He's finishing almost everyone that he fights as well. I don't want to get mixed up with this man. Brock Lesnar fell to this man. Shout out to Ubereem. One of the craziest physiques we will ever see.
100% horse meat.
100% horse meat. And like by the time at the end of his career, he was still jacked, but like he looks like flabby compared to Ubereem just because it was just that crazy. Number 3, never lost. Only loss comes by way of sheer destruction with the 12-6 elbows. 16 title fight wins, 18 wins by finish. Plus, at the end of the day, I don't trust this man one bit. I don't want to be anywhere locked inside an octagon with this guy. It's Johnny Bones Jones. I want nothing to do with this guy. The crouch. You know you're in trouble when you see this guy. Don't trust him. When you leave guys looking like this,
the Machito
all-time legends looking like this, what are you going to do to me? I don't want to know. Just that there's something about that grin, the bad guy trying to play the part of a good guy. John Jones. Don't trust him. Terrified of him. My number 3. Number 2, you had it on your list, Rick. The look, the power, the chance start up. He's making his walk to the octagon. You get the bow and arrow. Number 2, Alex Pereira. Just the war paint. Imagine looking across from this dude less than 24 hours before you go to war with him, and you're like, this guy actually wants to kill me. Like Magomed Ankalaev. This guy looking at you and being like, I ain't going back to the tire shop. I ain't going back to where I was. Yeah, I'm not gonna feel too good about it. Alex Pereira, that one-hitter quitter. When you can make a guy look like this, an elite level, multi-time champion, look like this, I want no part of it, man. There's just something terrifying about the idea of like, if this guy catches me, I'm waking up on the way to the ER and I'm not gonna know what happened.
That's right.
And I'm gonna get dragged out. I'm gonna be walking out like, oh, at least he's on his feet. 2 weeks later, you're going to interview me and be like, I don't remember any of that shit. I don't remember walking out of the octagon, man. He caught me and he caught me bad. Hope mom had to watch it. Girlfriend had to watch it. There's something extra terrifying about that idea, which leads me to number one. One hitter quitter power. It rarely comes in this form. 11 of his 12 UFC wins come by way of finish, 10 by knockout, 8 in under 2 minutes. 8 of those. It took him less than 120 seconds to get it done. Unquestionable, life-changing power. It's Mr. Francis Ngannou. It is the Predator. I went through his Getty images. Look at these pictures. Look at these pictures that he's doing to high-level UFC athletes.
What the fuck is that?
He has like a photo reel of him walking away from unconscious bodies, where it's just him just like, oh, yep, this is Francis Ngannou walking away from a man that he just killed, that he actually might have just killed. Look at what he did to Alistair Overeem.
Yeah.
This looks like one of those like clickbait YouTube thumbnails where it's like, times guys died in the octagon. And it's like, this is the picture. Look at the physique. The physique is similar to Overeem, but this is just what he was every single fight. I feel like the last fight against Cyril Gane, him having to go to the wrestling without the 2 knees and then, go on to boxing and the PFL and everything like that, people have kind of forgotten, look, this is the heavyweight GOAT that he's doing this to. Look at this picture, man. If there's ever a picture of me like this on the internet, I need it scrubbed. I need the whole history of the internet scrubbed away. This guy made victims out of his opponents. Absolutely insane. Francis Ngannou. My God. If I go into the octagon with this guy, there is not a question of if I'm getting knocked out, it's how many seconds he takes, not minutes, how many seconds it takes for this guy to separate me from my consciousness in a brutal, horrifying, make my mother cry fashion. Francis Ngannou. I'm not even trying to take like a padded punch from him.
Yeah, no, I mean, Eric Nixick has talked about like even working pads with Francis is a painful experience.
6'4", physique off the charts, the sand mines in Cameroon to the strength you get from that alone, the streets of Paris, all the way to the UFC octagon.
It's an incredible pick. You mentioned the sand mines. Has he ever seen somebody jaywalking in West Lynn though? I would just ask that.
It's a good point by you.
I would just ask that.
Also, like, I know the AJ knockout, everything like that. I think maybe that was just a little bit above his depths. The dude also has an insane chin.
Yeah.
Like he has eaten some massive shots across his career. Nothing I'm doing to this guy is going to hurt him. He's going to Jairzinho Rosenstrike me, where he's just like, I don't give a fuck what's coming back at me.
Waiting across.
What's coming at him is 10 times worse.
Yes.
And he's going to sleep. So Francis Ngannou is my number one. This was a very fun project to go through. I mean, there's been some scary dudes to step inside the ropes, to step inside the cage in the history of mixed martial arts.
I'm just happy some gangsters like Ensign Inoue and Ryan Hall got shout outs. I like that.
And
I like
it came
that.
from Casey Leydon and it came from Mysterious Frank. Casey, thank you so much for joining us, man. Very excited for the future of Uncrowned films and the documentaries that we are going to put out. There's already 2 in the chamber. I'm excited to see them hit the airwaves, and I'm excited to see where we go from here, brother. Thanks so much for joining us, man.
All right, I'm going to go to training now.
Oh, enjoy, brother. Hopefully you don't come across a Ryan Hall while you're there.
No, I'm not that crazy. Thank you.
All right, peace, Casey. All right, that was Casey Leydon. That was our pound for pound list. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be back in 2 short minutes. Voicemails. Don't go anywhere.
Do you think that some perspective, getting older, building the family you've built, has made you love the game again in a different way, like almost in that youthful way?
Just in building the family, there's a responsibility to show them what hard work is. I want to hand over a visual, an experience for them to understand how did all of these things come about, and I need them to understand that.
It's time
as I've done so many times before, to teach Brandon Walker a lesson. And I kid you not, they go to overtime, and Texas hits that game-winning touchdown, and wouldn't you know it, it happens right in Brandon Walker's face. Look at that. Now, I don't know medically how long Brandon Walker will live. He may live another 60 years. I know that his soul died right there. Right there.
But I don't mind them coming in because I don't really see it as competition. What the hell? I'm a serious promoter.
All right, how about that? You get us back early. I said 2 minutes. It ended up only being 1, and we're already back. I am just, Frankie, I have to say, I'm just struggling with the earpiece. Our plan seemed so ironclad.
It's tough.
And yeah, the beard is fully falling off. We're just going to have to ride no beard rest of the show. Looks like
Can you still hear?
Yeah, I can still hear. I got the earpiece in now. Gandalf does not look near as cool without the beard. We got any voicemails though, Frankie?
We certainly do.
Let's let it rip, brother.
How about Casey? We had Casey on.
Shout out to Casey, man. Legend of the game.
Ahoy, hoy.
You
Hey,
a
boys.
Treehouse of Horror
JB
guy?
from BC.
I am.
So I was thinking, I always get a kick out of every time you guys bring up Lord of the Rings now. Ever since when I asked that question, I guess months ago, right? I still can't get over Rick, and you know what? I don't think I'll ever look at him the same.
You shouldn't.
But so I got one
did this
for
for
you.
you.
Kind of a similar idea, but this one, given the season, it's horror movies and horror franchises. So I've got 3 of them here, and I want you guys to pick one where you're just going to remove everything about it from history, everything is attached to, same as before. So we've got Friday the 13th with Jason Voorhees, Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy, and we've got Halloween with Michael Myers. See what you guys think.
Nightmare Freddy, auto, easy.
I'm gonna go probably Halloween with Michael Myers, the iconic theme. Plus, it's just like it gives me a time to watch it. Like I'm always gonna watch it around Halloween, obviously, given by the title. I'm going Michael Myers.
John
Andy?
Carpenter at his best.
Andy, what do we think?
Always Freddy.
Freddy.
Always, 100%.
Good.
Yo, speaking of horror movies, and Andy, I haven't talked to you about this. I think I know you're a fan. Watched the first Saw for the first time ever a few days ago.
Yes.
Way better than I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be like gore porn. There was a great storyline, twists and turns. Wasn't even as like gross and nasty as I thought. I'm looking forward to watching 2. Shout out to Saw.
2 is not as good. 3 and 4, actually, when they start telling you the whole backstory, like what's wrong with John, basically,
Okay.
it gets really good. Like I keep fighting people on this. Saw is a psychological thriller, in my opinion.
Yes.
You are gonna get to the gore porn though.
Yeah.
They do very quickly become just about the kills.
Well,
If you don't like needles, Saw 2 is really tough.
I don't have an issue with needles.
All right, then you'll be fine.
Number 2, though, number 1, good film.
Solid.
No, it's a good film.
Good film. I enjoyed it. Nice
Agreed.
hour 40. It was great.
Ariel was great.
Shout out to it.
But Freddy rules.
What's up, y'all? It's
You didn't
William
mention
from
Child's
Missouri.
Play.
What's up, bro?
Crazy, but I have one question for each of you guys. I guess it's the same question. What's your guys' favorite individual round of MMA ever fought?
Man.
Yeah, not favorite fight,
Yeah.
but your favorite individual round of MMA. What fight was it from?
I will go with Matt Schnell, Suma Derji.
Yeah, that was a sick one.
UFC Long Island round 2 because I was in person for it and I had the under and it was just an absolute back and forth bloody banger and it ended in a finish in the round. It was all time. The arena was on tilt. Everyone was going crazy. That was peak for me.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That and sorry to interrupt you. That and also in person, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor won round 5. MSG, everyone is just full throat going absolutely mad. They probably threw like 200 punches in that round alone. Shout out to them. Those are my 2 favorite rounds. I feel like it's got to be in person.
Not in person for me, but my favorite, Daly Diaz. Like just
shout out.
Top cream of the crop, top tier. Daly Diaz. If you haven't seen it,
EKC Leydon in the chat. Paul Daly, Nick Diaz.
Yeah, it's the cream of the crop.
Dover McKinney, shout out. UFC Yuri 320. It's definitely up there. I don't know. Like
round 3.
It was kind of just like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool. Whatever. That was a decent round. Whatever.
Yeah, don't get excited about it.
Yeah, bro. Whatever. It's all good. Wait till the next Yuri fight, and it's just as crazy. It's all good. We still love you, Yuri. I'm over it. We still love you. Shout out to Schmiegel.
What up, boys in the bag? This is Jesse from Pittsburgh.
What's up, Jesse?
And currently Asheville, North Carolina. Just wanted to say the show is the shit. It is such a good hang. But I wanted to call in because I heard you guys say that you got shit about the Burrows pound-for-pound rankings. And I just got to say, fuck that. Like,
agreed.
The pound-for-pound rankings is such a good segment. And the fact, anyone who was talking shit on that, I challenged them to come up with something relevant and interesting to do a pound-for-pound list each week. You guys do an awesome job with that. Yeah, great segment. Also got to shout out Frankie for having the highlight of pound for pound when it was favorite greens, and he said the king of all greens, and then it was arugula. That was amazing. Arugula and a prosciutto pizza is low-key a banger, and yeah, that was just pure gold. But yeah, y'all the shit. Keep it up. Great hang. Love the show. Pound for pound's awesome. Keep doing it. It's okay if it's not 1,000,000% the best, most relevant, perfect thing ever. Keep it up.
Throw into some bail.
Slight change to my pound for pound Burrows. Queens is now higher. I was walking around Ridgewood the other day, and I was like, damn, this is actually a really good hang. So just had to break that for you guys.
Shout out.
You just got to go. You just got to go to Queens.
Thank you very much for the kind words. We do appreciate it. I think we've eclipsed 50 episodes at this point now. We have done over 50 episodes. We started pound for pound from week 1, I believe, or maybe week 2. So we've done over 50 pound for pound lists. You mentioned pound for pound greens. That was all time dumb. The key with the pound for pound list is either to make them very MMA centric or make them very, very dumb. Those are pretty much the only two ways that they go. Thank you very much. We appreciate the call. Seeing some D1 Glazers in the chat. It's okay, man. It's okay to show love. You don't always got to be a hater.
I told Frankie earlier I loved him. Nobody was there, though.
There it is. Shout out to it, man. Appreciate the call, brother.
I thought you told me that in confidence.
What's good, boys? It's your boy Bodkins. Happy Thursday to y'all. Boys, last week we saw Shohei Ohtani hit 3 home runs, 10 strikeouts in what is claimed to be maybe the greatest professional game ever. At least in baseball, it's hard to top it in any other sport. But I'm going to ask you boys, what would be the equivalent to that in MMA? Y'all have a great weekend. Have a best Thursday. Hopefully all the bets cash, Connor, Frankie, shout out. See y'all boys later. Have the best weekend of your life. Bodkins out.
Bodkins, you're the absolute man. It's kind of tough because it's such a special thing for Shohei to pitch and also hit so well at such a high level. I guess it would just be like you're on fire offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I guess it's like
I feel like a 10-7 and then a finish in the next round.
You know what's like, I guess my mind goes to Anderson Silva against Forrest Griffin, where he's bobbing and weaving and defensively at such a level that it's almost like embarrassing. It's not just like I'm dodging, like I'm not just safe, I'm embarrassing you with what I'm doing and then knocking him out. That's probably like the most like schooled or sunned anybody's ever been. So maybe it's that one, but it is impossible to kind of like have an equivalent of what Shohei did from the different phases of the game.
It's almost as Holloway versus Cater when he landed like 400 something.
But that's just like that'd be just like the home runs. Yeah. That's just the home runs.
Yeah, like Volk versus like the 50-42 against. I mean, not Volk. Ilya, the 50-42 against Josh Emmett. Yeah, it's something where like it can't just be a first round knockout. It's got to be like you put on this insanely complete, just like shouldn't even have been in the octagon together type performance.
Boys. What's up, boys? Andrew from Long Island. Just curious, if you had to sit in between two commentators and commentate a UFC fight, any mixed martial arts commentators, two of them, who would they be? Why? Question for GC in New York Rick, but if anybody else wants to answer, please do. Love you guys. Thank you for the content.
Hey, love you too, man. I would go Felder. I got a soft spot for Felder.
Now, are you picking based on like what you think would be a good booth, or are you picking like I'm gonna have a good time?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I think I'll still have a good time with Felder.
No, I wasn't saying that Felder's not. I'm just asking where your motivation, like what your mindset is.
I guess I would be, because I haven't fought before. I guess I would be play by play. Give me maybe give me Rogan in there as well. Me, Rogan, and Felder. Me, Felder, and DC.
You Rogan and DC.
Me, Rogan, and DC. So I'm just replacing John Anik.
You have some laughs. You have some chuckles.
Me, Jason Anik. And Ben the Bane Davis.
Oh shit, that's actually a good shout. Shout out to Ben the Bane.
Yeah, I think I'll go Felder and Rogan just for the hell of it.
God, now you made me think. I might have to include Ben the Bane. I feel like that'd be the most fun. If I'm keeping it UFC, I'm gonna do Rogan and Goldie. I want to be in the third man in the booth.
Actually, just give me the GOAT. Have era. Me speaking in English, not knowing what the fuck is going on, and I'm with the two Portuguese guys that had the call of Charles Oliveira against Justin Gaethje. They're like, Charlie! Give me that one. And I'm just sitting there just like, hell yeah, guys. This is a good one.
The easiest night of work of your life. You just shake your head.
Say shit. Yeah, I just have to look there. Confused.
Yo, it's Hanashi MMA, and I just want to say whoever shot that Oscar De La Hoya special or interview,
we had him earlier.
You guys had that looked amazing. The way the camera zoomed in, but it shake at the same time, it looked realistic. I didn't know if I was watching a movie or an interview. Whoever did that,
Casey Leydon,
deserves a raise. That was beautiful. It looked like the camera angles from the Smash Machine, how the camera would move and stuff. It was perfect. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. I don't even care about boxing or Oscar De La Hoya, but I watched the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
It was just amazing to look at. And it got me intrigued in the interview. Well done, guys. Big fan.
Ultimate compliment. That was Casey Leydon, who was on the show earlier.
And the GOAT Esther Lynn.
I loved the camera shakes. A couple people talking about the camera shakes, not in heavy favor of them. I like the camera shakes.
I thought it was great.
I thought the camera shakes.
Thought it looked fantastic.
Yo. Boys in the back.
Jammer.
It's Jammer.
What's up, Jim?
My brother's wedding is this weekend on Saturday, so I
congrats
won't have
on
an update on that speech until next week. But I still have a question this week.
Okay.
And it's actually for Andy. So Andy, if you're there today,
hey man.
My question is, recently started working in a Mexican restaurant, and I've been practicing speaking Spanish for like the past 2 years or so on Duolingo. I really can't speak much Spanish, but I can speak basic enough Spanish to be able to communicate with my coworkers in the kitchen. So my question for you is it rude for me to try to speak Spanish with them, or do you think that they appreciate? I mean, obviously you're not like the spokesperson for all Hispanic people, but I was just wondering, as a Spanish-speaking person, do you find it annoying when people try to speak Spanish to you? You know, for example, maybe when Connor tries to speak Spanish to you. I don't know if he ever does that. I know he's been learning some on Duolingo, but anyway, yeah, I just wanted to know, is it rude? Do I sound like an asshole for trying to talk to them in Spanish? I'm really not trying to be, but I'm just interested in your perspective on the whole thing. But anyways, love the show. Deuces, guys.
Thanks for asking. So, no, I don't think you're being an asshole unless you're making fun of the language. If you're just really trying to communicate and trying to learn new words, like, I'm sure they appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I would think it's fun almost, and I would try to teach you more stuff even as you go along because you're interested. But if you're just making jokes or like purposely mispronouncing words, that's where it gets a little dicey, and that's where it gets really annoying. But props to you, man. Learning a new language is really, really difficult, and Spanish is not an easy language to learn. So good on you. That's great. Keep it going. Honestly, you will be able to tell if they're annoyed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Also, Connor's Spanish is really good.
Estudio mucho, pero hablo
I study
poco. Un poco.
A lot, but I only know a little.
but I can only speak a
Or I
little.
can only speak a little.
Yeah, Duolingo, I need to find like a new outlet. I've found some other outlets. Language Transfer, the app, is fantastic. It's like a 90 lesson free podcast, and it does so much better than Duolingo. I need to find my next outlet. Like Duolingo, it gets kind of old. Also, that damn bird being like, study, study, study. And it's just like, my cat ate a piano. And it's like, when am I ever going to use this?
Yeah, Duolingo be like that.
Yeah, I need a new outlet.
Guys, I'm on like 400 days. Don't disrespect the Duo.
I need like a new, it's too gamified. I need can I watch like a season of Yu-Gi-Oh in Spanish, and like that's how I can learn? I always hear Spanish
What about
speakers,
like a Spanish soap opera?
Yeah, like I always hear Spanish speakers being like, my mom just watched Days of Our Lives every day, and now she's fluent in English.
You know what helps me actually is watching movies that I can quote pretty much in a different language.
Okay.
Like that's really helpful because I already kind of know the context. I know where it's going, and so I'm like, oh, this is how you probably say this word. Soap operas, though, not bad if you can get through it. They're just very long. They never end.
The dramatic scenes, I love the Spanish language soap
and they speak really slowly. Frank wants to move on.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. There's this guy from Nebraska who's always shouting out Nebraska football players.
Yeah, Brett, shout out.
Who cares about Nebraska football? Ohio State runs the Big Ten. Shout out Bucks. Shout out Pete Warner. Shout out to the GOAT, Braxton Miller.
Yeah,
anyway, got to go back to this borough conversation.
Yes.
No hate on the location chosen. New York City is the greatest city in the world. But
interesting
Queens being ranked last is criminal.
Agreed.
No.
How is it worse than the Bronx? And don't even get me started on Staten Island.
Yep.
How is Staten Island even... You have a better chance of finding Narnia than you have getting to Staten Island. It's simply just, it's awful.
What do you mean there's a ferry that goes
shout out
around the
DC.
clock?
He's a magical voice.
Giant sign.
Angelic,
Staten
quite
Island.
frankly. If I was on a plane and I heard GC's voice as the captain of that plane, I'd probably just go right to sleep just right there. I'd be so comfortable, you know? Unbelievable voice.
Some
Made
GC
for
voice
radio, if we had radio anymore. Anyway, shout out Buckeyes. You're 2026 repeat national champions.
Won't repeat because Georgia's going to win the national championship this year. I very much appreciate the kind words on the voice. Growing up, ever since I was young, I was told I have a voice made for radio, very nice voice. But lately, especially on the watch parties, people are like, would this guy shut up? I fucking hate his voice. I'm like, wow, everything I've been told my whole life has been a lie.
Can I ask this respectfully?
Yeah.
All due respect.
Please.
If they're saying you have a great voice, does that mean the face is not ready for TV?
Listen, ever since I shaved my head, I've kind of just accepted that I'm an ugly soul in this world, and there's all my pretty privilege has gone out the window. I'll be walking along the street, women don't even acknowledge my existence. I just float through this thing we called life at this point. So yeah,
I have a confession.
Stop.
As I was watching you there, I feel like this look is a good look. You look like what Cavill in The Witcher, the long white hair.
Yep. It's tough. It's tough, as they say.
No, it's not tough. This is a good look.
Tough. It's tough. Yeah, maybe just start rocking a wig, a toupee. Maybe the toupee is the answer.
I, for one, think you look better with no hair.
Thanks, Frank.
I was going through my phone the other day. I saw these old pictures of you with hair, and I'm like, this isn't Connor.
Well, the women don't seem to agree, so...
Boys in the back. It's Chunk from South Carolina.
What's up, Chunk?
Hey, did we just forget that New York Rick has gout? Like we just moved on past
Yeah, we
that?
did. We did.
That's the key. We did move on.
Hey, quick, right off rip. Pound for pound, top 5 foot afflictions. I'm going to go turf toe.
Yep.
Plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis. However you say
Fasciitis,
that.
but yeah.
Stub toe.
Stub toe's
and
bad.
then crow's feet.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, that's mine. Let's hear yours.
Stumble right at the end.
Peace.
Little stumble right at
maybe like affliction, so I guess like not a real injury, but like, bro, tearing an ACL, or tearing an Achilles.
Yeah.
Sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Sounds like hell. Surgery, long recovery. I've kind of stopped hooping. I just go and shoot hoops because I know
You're
more.
scared of the jump.
I know more than one person that has ripped their Achilles playing basketball at our age.
Rec ball.
rec ball, pointless
man.
pickup basketball. They're out there thinking they're completely healthy, and then they like shove off hard and Achilles gone, surgery, boot, wheelchair, crutches.
I haven't played in a while, and you just scared me out of playing.
I shoot hoops. Let's go play horse. Let's go play horse, man. I'm an old man at this point.
Wow. Yeah. Now I'm scared to go back to the hoops in the summer. That's unfortunate because I really like basketball. Also, crow's feet are
around the eyes.
Around the eyes. Nothing to do with the
feet. Yeah. Everyone loves telling me I have those, man.
What's going on right now?
Right,
Dark Connor.
It's tough.
Ingrown toenail.
Oh yeah, ingrown toenails are a rough
Ingrown
one.
toenail bad.
Bunions.
Yeah. Shout out to the bunions.
I feel like bunions are not that bad though.
Is that like a food?
You can live. No, that's an onion, Frank.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Common mistake.
Rolling the ankle. Ludwig Klein getting the ankle broken.
The pipe.
This is a real pipe, by the way. You can actually
contemplating.
PRJ.
Little PRJ.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, guys. I was just able to watch the BKFC doc, and
thank you
it
for
was
watching.
amazing. Really cool. I think that's like a fan's dream to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff. It's really awesome to see a different side of the fighters. You know, we have this certain view on the show and of Ariel and everything like that, but to see like a different side of the personality and just kind of almost caught off guard or like improv type of setting is really cool to see. I've been to 2 BKFC events myself. Floor Seat, amazing show here in Albuquerque. This is Cruz from Albuquerque.
Hi, Cruz. Shout out, Cruz.
Well, from LA. Go Dodgers. Sorry, Ariel. I don't know if I'll get in for this Thursday. So you guys are starting here in a little bit, but
you guys are in trouble.
We'll see how this sounds next week. Hopefully, Dodgers do it again.
Yeah,
yeah.
Lost away.
Go Dodgers.
Heading back
Thanks,
to Toronto. Very much appreciate you
Cruz.
watching the doc. Shout out to Casey. Shout out to Ariel. They did an unbelievable job there.
Frankie did some heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting on the audio. Behind my shoulder is a terrifying scene. We got a
Dementor behind you.
we got a Halloween.
That's the wrong movie, Frank.
Yeah, we got a Halloween setup, man. Crazy. Shout out. Thanks for the call, though. Thanks for that.
What's up, boys?
What's up, bro?
I'm probably too late for this week, but this message is evergreen, so whatever.
Perfect.
Will you please get Ariel to stop saying fatty boom batty and PRB and
Pure J.
wacky tabacky and whatever the fuck else he uses?
Yes.
Weed. Just say weed, man. Pot if you have to. But you're
Kush.
43. You shouldn't sound like such a goddamn narc.
Broccoli.
Mary Jane. Have you ever called it Mary Jane?
I'd really appreciate it.
The green.
Thank you.
Nah, we're never gonna stop.
What did y'all call it back in like college and high school?
Kill.
Weed.
You called it kill?
That was the name for
Kill?
KB.
What's
Kind
KB?
Bud.
Kind Bud?
Let's get Casey back on here. He knows. He knows.
I just called it weed.
Yeah.
I guess these are all Texas terms then. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go pick up I would pretty much.
You do it by the measurement.
I didn't pick up anything ever. I mean, yeah, it was by the measurement.
Yeah.
Gram, eighth.
Yeah.
Quarter pound, QP, a
Kilo.
zip, an OZ, kilo.
Delivery.
Where do you want me to
Warehouse.
drop it off? Vacuum sealed.
18-wheeler.
Bought it for 8 a gram. Gonna flip it for 20 to the high schoolers.
Did you guys ever play Drug Wars on your?
Oh yeah,
That's where I learned all that stuff. That's where I learned all
That's
that.
where you learned it, huh?
Yeah,
Wait, where
yeah.
did we play that? Was it on the
TI-82 calculator?
Oh, it was on the calculator. Oh my
It's
god.
the best.
Wow, people call it flour, dank.
Oh,
Flour,
flour,
onion?
I've heard.
Swag.
Flour, I've heard.
Nah, bud is. I see bud in there. I used to say bud a lot.
Hydro.
Pick up a gram. GC, you doing go? Can't be walking around gelato. Hey, smoking on that gelato. That's Gandalf. Got the gelato in the pipe. Yep. Shout out. Skunk.
Skunk, I've heard. Yeah.
Someone said lock GC up. They tried to, and they failed.
Smoked them out.
Yes. Is that what y'all said? Did y'all say smoke me up or smoke me out?
Smoke me out.
Yeah, it did smoke me out.
It was always.
Bro, give me a beer tonight. I smoked you out earlier.
Exactly.
Fuck, that takes me back.
Wait, what is that? I've never heard that phrase. That's like, give me some?
No. That means I have trees. I'm about to smoke.
Oh, okay.
You can hop in on it.
Got it.
Just kidding. I've never.
I mean, this is what I heard
weed in my life. Yeah, that's
You just sold it. You never smoked.
No. Reefer. What is this? You were born in 1972? So
Sold,
my dad
I
said.
traded that stuff.
Did I find you with the reefer?
Welcome back. This is Chris from Glasgow, Scotland.
Fuck, great accent. Shout out.
So,
Shout out to Louis
funny
Southern.
story. I got married last week, and I'm here in New York with my wife for our honeymoon. I've been saying to her, I should finally leave the lads a voicemail since I'm in town.
Legend.
And then there we are today, strolling through Brooklyn, bump into all the boys, filming some content. Well, great to meet you all. Thanks for taking some time out to chat. Been listening to the show for years now. The watch parties helped me through many 3 a.m. early starts for the main cards. Shout out to the whole crew, Frank, Ariel, Jordan, Andy. Cheers, lads.
Cheers. Shout out to Chris. We were filming a
video.
A big video that you will see in 2 weeks from today. And Chris happened to come across us on his honeymoon with his wife. Was incredibly nice. Said what's up. We all took a flick together. It was fantastic. It was awesome. It was hilarious that we ran into him. What timing it was. We can tell more about that story later, but it was an all-time moment. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to his wife. Hope you guys enjoyed your stay in New York City.
My favorite thing was him recognizing Frank first.
So good.
So good.
So good. Some more rolling in here. Ganja.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Taking a hit of the blinker.
The blinker.
What did you guys call what would fall in, the dust that would fall into the bottom of the grinder?
We didn't have grinders.
Yeah, we didn't use grinders.
Oh, y'all were picking stems
grinder's
out?
the name of that app.
No,
I
not
saw
even
you
picking them out. We just smoke them.
Oh, you were smoking stems?
Yeah.
Broke boys over here.
This shit was horrible when
Smoking
I was
on
a
the
kid.
stems. Yeah, we
Gotta
used
smoke
to.
the stems. That's where most of it is.
We had the Kiefer Sutherland going on. The
We had
Keef. Bottom
dog
of the
shit
tray.
nuggets that took you forever to get high. And now I can smell it and go
I'm
into
telling
a coma.
you, there's an age that you just cross a threshold when smoking weed goes from like laughing with your boys being like, to like, why did I say that?
Yeah, I passed that a long time ago.
Chief Keef, shout out.
Yeah, we didn't have no grinders.
Shout out, man. Love salsa.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Mark here. Just calling to go over the DQ versus point deduction for fouls.
Sure.
I think I completely disagree with Ariel. There's no way you can immediately go to a DQ if someone's fouled. I get what you mean. You're comparing to other sports. People get penalized.
Only if it doesn't continue.
You've got to take
be
a
fair to
point,
Ariel.
give a warning in the back, and once you commit the foul, you lose a point. But remember this. I mean, I think this would be a similar bad situation where in the UFC, if a fighter misses weight, and the opponent who made weight doesn't take the fight, the opponent who made the weight kind of gets looked down on by the UFC going forward, like they didn't want to take the fight. Even Yana Santos even said so in a recent interview where she felt like she had to take the fight or receive repercussions from the UFC. Furthermore, I feel like we've seen instances where fouled fighters ask, if I can't continue, do I win? And now the ref or the judge or whoever's or the doctor who is in there ignores that because they're not supposed to say. But I believe this happened in the Diego Sanchez Michel Pereira fight.
Yeah.
Where Diego got illegally fouled and then he asked if he could get out of the fight. Now whether or not he could continue is up for discussion. But I think some fighters on the show and win model might actually take a way out in order to double their pay. And to be honest, in a show-win model, I wouldn't necessarily blame them, but the UFC probably wouldn't be too happy on that, even though they were the fighter that got fouled, not the one that committed the foul. But either way, shout out, guys. Your show is awesome. You guys are like family. Love you listening every day. Every day. Shout out GC, Rick, Frank, Andy, Sandy, Randy, and Mandy, and producer PTO, Jordan. You're probably out on PTO again. That's just what you do, bud.
Yeah, actually,
all right, take care, guys. Bye.
Shout out. Appreciate the call. Good insight as well. God, it's getting dark outside. It's only 2:48 p.m. Yeah.
It's the apocalypse. We missed it.
I almost feel like phrasing it as looking for a way out when you're talking about like, oh yeah, potential of the win show model, blah, 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 like almost making a business decision.
Yeah.
I feel like looking for a way out is kind of saying like the dude's scared and he doesn't want to continue. Whereas it's like, bro, I don't want to take this fight compromised. Yeah. Why would I do this when I could fight this guy perfectly healthy? Why would I do it with one eye, or can't feel my balls like Kevin Holland a few weeks ago. It's just like, I don't know, man. 5 minutes in an arena full of people. You've trained all this time, and then it comes down to 5 minutes, and you got to make this decision. And you're weighing all these options, and it's just like, fuck, man, I don't know what to do. It's a position that I hope I never find myself in. But like, I just don't think it's as simple as like, oh, well, he just wanted to quit. It's just like, man, you're weighing a lot of options, especially if you're Tom Aspinall. Like, you're the champion of the world. Like, if you continue and now you can't see out of your eye, like you're fighting heavily compromised. It is a hard decision to have to make.
You said it right. It's a business decision, right? Like, your show money, your win money are the things that you need to earn to make your living. Getting to the fight, you get your show money, but you don't get your win money if you don't continue. And so there's things that they have to think about, right? Tom Aspinall has now not fought in nearly 2 years. I don't think he took that decision lightly. I don't think if he could have capably fought and thought that he was able to continue in the best way. I mean, we're hearing from Andy that he still like wasn't fully having his vision back as recently as a day ago. I don't think Tom Aspinall is looking for a way out. I think it's just, you have to do what's best for your career at all times. But this guy did raise a good point about like, when fighters have an opponent miss weight and you don't take the fight, we do even see those guys tending to be the ones that get the brunt of it, right? When Wonder Boy doesn't take the fight and is like, yo, you blew weight, like, I'm not taking the fight, the fans are the ones who are coming after that guy as if he did something wrong. And we're seeing the same thing with these fouls. Like, what did Tom do wrong? Tom did nothing wrong, and yet the fans have kind of turned on him to a certain degree. It's an odd thing, but you said it perfectly. Like, there's a lot to think about here. There's a lot to calculate. I think above all else, though, we all kind of agree that there needs to be penalties for these things.
1,000%.
Not just warnings anymore.
And the second that foul happens and they stop, the clock is on.
Yeah.
It's the rabbit meme that's popular right now. It's just like, yo, man, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There's millions of people watching at home, and there's 20,000 people in this arena, and they all paid to come see you. You fighting or not?
What are you gonna do?
Choose, man.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pressure, and it's a huge decision to make, and one that you can't take lightly. This is your fucking career, man. This is your career.
Might be your title on the line.
Yeah, and of course, people want to dumb it down to,
nah, he's a pussy.
He's a pussy. He wanted a way out. He's
a
scared of him, man. There's a lot that goes into this, man. The dude's not fighting on the early prelims on a 10-10 contract.
He saw that 10-7 round coming, and he was gone. Gonzo.
Yo, what's up, boys?
What's up, brother?
Drew from Long Island.
There's Long Island.
Ultimately, shout out. shout out. Ultimately, shout out. Big shout out, big ultimately. But ultimately, shout out. Love you, boys.
You said it, not me, man. Ultimately, that was a great call. Shout out to you.
Ultimately, shout out.
What's funny is I find myself saying ultimately more now, but every time I say it, I catch myself and I'm like,
you know it.
God damn it.
Me too.
Ultimately.
Every time I say it, ultimately, I recognize that I said it.
What's up, BITB? Hope you're all having a great week. It's Zach out here from California.
What's up,
Shout
Zach?
out to you guys. My question for this week, I just finished Ariel's interview with Mackenzie Dern. I really liked it. I think that she provided a lot of insight on, what it's like to be a fighter and the emotions and the journey they go through in this sport. So my question for this week is, out of all the people that you guys have met and the people that Ariel has interviewed, who has given you the greatest insight on really what it's like to be a fighter in this sport and the emotions and the trials and tribulations of what they go through? I would definitely say Dustin Poirier is on that list for me, but I'm curious as to what you guys would say. Hope you're having a great week, man. Shout out to all of you guys. See you soon.
Man, I found Charles Jourdain's interview this week to be pretty insightful. Yeah. Dustin Poirier is definitely up there, man. Just the raw, sheer, brutal honesty that Dustin Poirier gives in every interview is fantastic. I think Aljamain Sterling is a solid interview.
What you look for is the guys who like are vulnerable a little bit, because so much of this is about like bravado and protecting the ego and trying to seem invincible. Dustin is a good example because he's a guy who comes in here is like, I'm just a man.
Yeah.
I'm vulnerable. I don't know how much longer I have left. I've been dying to be at the top, but I've fallen short. He's very self-reflective. He thinks about the game. He thinks about his life. He thinks about his career. He's probably the one for me as well, like this caller.
Yeah. Nakano, Andre Fili.
Andre Fili's a bit like that, yeah. All you hope is that people are
their genuine selves.
Exactly. Be yourself. Now, there's times to be the character, right? There's times to play that up. But when you see those moments of vulnerability, and there's no better place to get it than this channel, Ariel does the best interviews in the sport, the best interviews in sports, the best interviews in any interviews, and he gets that out of people. And I think that we've been fortunate to kind of see a lot of those types of moments. But my answer is probably Dustin too.
You know who actually gives one, though they're not in English, is Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
He is pretty just like, this is what happened. Like after he lost to Izzy, he's just like, yep, I got knocked out. After he lost to Magomed, he was like, yep, I lost the fight, but I wasn't at full percent. I'm ready to rip the next one, and I'm going to knock this guy out. That's exactly what he did. He's candidly had essentially every step of the way an interview in between each fight, and he pretty much just shows his true self. Honestly, Izzy's
a great one.
Great interviews as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. This is such a fascinating sport, and it has such fascinating characters because the people that get to this point are usually forged through the fire. It's not like, yeah, I grew up and I got put in a G when I was 5 years old, and then I joined my high school wrestling team, and then I went to college for wrestling, and now I'm a UFC champion. Of course, there are stories like that, but a lot of the times it's like, man, didn't have a pot to piss in. This, that, and the other happened. I dropped out of school when I was in 8th grade. This is the only option that I had. So yeah, it's fascinating when people really open up the curtain and let us see their true selves, whether it's through a win or through a loss.
Mackenzie's a great one too. This was sparked by listening to Mackenzie. She's always been like that throughout the years. And even, we saw it during Fight Week where she was talking about, like, if this was Zhang Weili, I don't know if I'd be... Like, most people don't say that. Most people don't, in her position, aren't like, I don't know if I could beat Zhang Weili right now. I don't want to face Zhang Weili right now. Like, this is the opportunity ahead of me. Like, that's the mentality that I think a lot of people will be like, nah, it's weak. It's not what you're supposed to say, and blah, blah, blah. And so she's a great example as well. There's so many characters like that in the sport. In boxing as well, I think has a lot of great characters who've kind of been vulnerable. Like Tyson Fury has taken us along on a journey of mental health that's like been up and down and so many twists and turns. And there's so many. But Dustin's probably my guy. Dustin's my guy.
What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
Brett from Nebraska.
Oh, he's back.
Welcome back.
A legend.
Shout out Eddie Royal.
Oh, legend.
I just checking back in.
Yeah, man,
in
we
a
missed
little while. My high school team that I coach got left out of the playoffs on a tiebreaker number 6. So obviously that was pretty tough when you pour you pour everything into something and it doesn't quite work out. So my question is, what should I do with my time now that I'm not full-time, making a difference, trying to develop young men of character through the game of football? What should I do instead? Because, gambling is not going to fix that hole.
Yeah, definitely let's not do that.
That is in my heart. So, thank you.
Yeah, man, a hobby would be good. Let's definitely not turn to gambling or alcohol or smoking PRJs or anything like that. Yeah, some sort of hobby.
PRJs might help, actually.
Maybe just switch to basketball. Just go into coaching basketball as well. Great shot on Eddie Royal, man. Like a nice like 60 catch, 800 yard, like 5 to 6 touchdown receiver for like 10 years in the league. Shout out to Eddie Royal, legend.
Let's do another one.
What's up, boys in the back? This is Chad calling from up in Toronto, Canada.
Shout out to Toronto. Shout out to the Blue Jays.
Shout out TC.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
Question for Rick, the elder statesman of the podcast.
Wow.
So this week, Helwani has been all over the
old
about
fuck. Not
understandable
even
based on the
the
title
oldest
fight
one on the
this weekend.
podcast.
My question for Rick, having worked with Helwani for a decade, when he gets super into a take, some may call it a bad take, such as the DQ or a foul, I always
that one was very
appreciate
polarizing,
you being the one to play devil's advocate, the one to push back. My question,
he's not alone on that.
when the show turns off and you guys are just talking after,
it's awkward.
Are there any continuations of these conversations? Do you tell him, Helwani, pull your head out of you-know-where? Does he needle you? Or do you guys shut it down there and save it for the next show? Appreciate it. You guys are the best. Get me through some long weeks. keep doing your thing. Thank you.
No, it doesn't linger. Like
there is a phrase we have around here at Uncrowned, which is save it for the show.
Yeah.
If we start getting heated behind the scenes, we'll just throw the hands up and be like, save it for the show.
Save it for the show. Save it for the show. Nah, there's not a lot of like, also like me disagreeing with GC or Ariel disagreeing with me, anybody disagreeing with anybody. I don't think that really is like a thing where we feel like we need to continue that part of it, unless it's like an ongoing conversation that comes up on the air. But like, I'm not that passionate about anything that I'm like.
It's also never personal.
Yeah, it's not a personal thing.
It's truly never personal, and we've been doing these discussions for years now, so we understand that we're going to disagree. We've gone full gray behind me. Gandalf the Gray is fully in town. That is, we can barely see any of the buildings. Shout out. We will be back after this brief messages from our sponsors here at the Boys in the Back with the rest of your voicemails. Don't go anywhere.
Do you think that some perspective, getting older, building the family you've built, has made you love the game again in a different way, like almost in that youthful way?
Just in building the family, there's a responsibility to show them what hard work is. I want to hand over a visual, an experience for them to understand how did all of these things come about, and I need them to understand that.
It's time, as I've done so many times before, to teach Brandon Walker a lesson. And I kid you not, they go to overtime, and Texas hits that game-winning touchdown, and wouldn't you know it, it happens right in Brandon Walker's face. Look at that. Now, I don't know medically how long Brandon Walker will live. He may live another 60 years. I know that his soul died right there. Right there.
But I don't mind them coming in because I don't really see it as competition. I'm a serious promoter. I'm a promoter who's gonna promote and develop world champions from the get-go, from the start. I'm gonna identify prospects, and I'm gonna build them just like the way I built Canelo, just the way I built Ryan Garcia, just the way I'm building all my champions now. It's step by step.
What did you see from the Boston side of things?
My doomer mentality was they're going to make the playoffs as a 7 seed. Tatum's going to come back, and all of a sudden, as a 7 seed or an 8 seed, they're going to end up in the Eastern Conference Finals. Then to see it basically be just Derek White and Jaylen Brown, and like other guys that they're fine, can play, but it just doesn't look like the same thing. It was actually kind of stunning.
All right, welcome back. Just a couple more voicemails to get to. Let's knock them out. Thanks as always for calling.
Yo, what's up, boys? This is Hunter from Arkansas.
Oh, shout out, Hunter.
Just want to say I really enjoy the show, but I've got a question for Rick. I was wondering, since, you know, you're like the movie guy, so me and my wife, we went and seen the movie Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, over the weekend, and I thought it was a great movie. There were some people in there that thought it would be more of a upbeat, rocking movie, and it's not really that. It's more about one specific part of his life, but I was wondering if you've seen it and if you have an opinion on it. So thanks. Let me know, man. Really appreciate you guys.
I have not seen it yet, but I think everybody on this staff is kind of like a movie person. Like most of us are pretty
Helwani.
Up on the movie.
Yeah,
no, other than him.
Love movies. Have not seen the Springsteen one though. I actually.
Are you going to?
Nah,
I'm planning it.
I'm probably not going to. I'm not a huge Springsteen guy. Giving him a few tries, but I don't know. It's just he's just not for me.
Un-American of me.
Yeah, I actually had to cancel my AMC Stubs membership because I moved and now there's not one near me. But I need to find an alternative. I need to get back into the theater, man. I need to see Nicole Kidman sitting down.
That's
reminding
AMC.
me why we go see the silver screens.
If you go anywhere else other than AMC, you ain't gonna get it. It's exclusive.
Unless I bring my own Nicole Kidman trailer to play.
Just get it tattooed on your body. You can just look at it.
Yep.
What's up, boys in the back?
What's up, bro?
Shooter McGavin, I got two quick questions for you. Number one, with some of the tensions starting to smooth over between Guru and Helwani, I'm curious, do any of you guys consume any MMA YouTube content, like from Guru, Lucas Tracy, Bedtime, The Weasel, etc.? Then number two,
I feel like I've been picking up what you guys have been putting down. The people gotta know. Are we finally getting the Fight Feast to Action Bronson collab for 322 fight week? Let me know. Peace.
We can't confirm or deny whether or not that's true. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Things are in the works. Things are happening behind the scenes. We'll see if
Put up the pizza. Do we have the pizza? This guy meme?
If the white whale has been harpooned, if the white buffalo has been rodeoed,
lassoed,
we shall see. In terms of MMA YouTubers, that kind of seems to be the big three right now. I saw they did like a stream together. That's like the hot in the streets, the Guru, Lucas Tracy, Bedtime MMA trio. I had never seen Bedtime MMA before. I've seen some of his like impressions and stuff, but like people are big on him. I'm not gonna lie, because it's my job, I don't consume a ton of it.
In your personal time.
Yeah, in my personal time outside of here, I don't consume a ton of it. There's a couple like betting shows I watch, like Lucrative MMA has been pretty big on posting YouTube videos lately. He's got some good insights as well. But yeah, I mean, like when it's work, like it's kind of hard to like go home and watch some of it. I mean, like Ariel always says, like there's a lane for everybody.
Yeah,
like they're killing it. Like they're all doing incredibly well. Like I don't watch all the time, but like now with how big they are, like clips surface online all the time. I do have to give props to Guru, the bully Tom Aspinall impression that he does. He does like a perfect Tom Aspinall impression, and it's from the standpoint of Tom Aspinall being a bully. Like
Tom being an asshole.
Yeah, he's like walking around the PI, and Neil Magny's like taking a dump, and he's like trying to kick down the door. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Shitting in my..." I obviously can't do a good Tom Aspinall, but yeah, that one always cracks me up. Like he's got some good McGregor impressions. So yeah, shout out to him. All of them are doing very, very well. I don't know if there ever were any tensions on our side. Shout out to
for
him,
sure.
Man.
I'm not a big YouTube guy in general. I think it's generational. Like I don't consume YouTube that way. That I know that you and a lot of others like in that same kind of like age range are like YouTube's the flip on. For
I
me,
throw YouTube on my TV when I get home, and honestly, unless it's like a really crazy MMA video, like Patrick Gavia makes like amazing MMA docs.
Oh yeah, the docs, right? I've seen that before.
His content schedule is not going to be the same as these guys that are putting out videos, day after day. DJ also puts out some like really high level shit. Obviously, he's doing collab shows, post pay-per-view with Guru as well. I'm not going to be watching a ton of those unless they really, really catch my interest, just because it is my day-to-day job as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to him though.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who's just doing their thing. That's what this is all about.
That was all the voicemails.
Nice. Any super chats.
Super chats. See here. Yeah, we got a couple super chats. Starting off, Casey, the pre-fight shows aren't the same. Miss you.
I think he's referring to MMA fighting pre-fight shows.
Yeah, Casey's over here doing some great stuff for us. Hope you enjoy. Hope you check it out. It seems like based on the feedback, a lot of people enjoyed what we're doing. So look out for more from Casey.
Then Rory Edwards writes back, how do we like our martial arts, Casey?
Yeah, we're really going deep on the MMA fighting references. He likes them mixed.
Shout out to MMA.
Tech sends in a horse meat overeem for the win.
Yeah.
Said that before you guys did, so.
Shout out.
Shout out horse meat overeem.
Olajuwon Dream says, honorable mention Lee Murray and Hannibal Lecter match.
Fair point.
Yeah, scary
Actual
shit.
criminal. Also fighting in the streets. Yeah, Lee Murray's probably a good one.
All right, give me a second with this one. Ace Boogie says Usman Gaethje are sitting out for title shots. Given that they are managed by that guy, what are we missing? There are other fighters much more deserving, and I'm sure Hunter Dana can't love their stance.
I don't know if that's true.
Show that for me one more time.
Here it is.
I also love how you say, give me a second with this one here. And it's just a normal paragraph. Hold on, guys. Just
literally because
be
like you interrupt while I'm reading it. So it's like, let me get the thoughts out.
But how did you know we were going to interrupt while you're reading it?
Hell, you fuckers. The same way everybody's like, oh, shout out. They know.
Given they're managed by that guy, what are we missing? I mean, come on. I don't think Usman beating Buckley warrants a title shot, and I don't think Gaethje beating Fiziev twice warrants a title shot.
Nor I mean, maybe I'm mistaken. I think they probably want a title shot, but are they sitting out for a title shot? I don't know if that's true.
I don't think so. Well, Gaethje is. Sorry, Frankie.
Is he? He wouldn't
Gaethje
take a
is.
fight. He would not take another fight.
The way he's speaking is he's saying he'll retire if he doesn't.
By the way, he said that before. He said that before. Gaethje says a lot of stuff like that.
Okay, go ahead, Frank.
Love the WCA banter. Detractor sent Arlovsky.
And what about the thing where
you say the reign will end if WCA fights for the title? Fight Feast DR top 5 cage moments. Those are 2 separate questions.
Detractor since Arlovsky, you say the reign will end. Yeah, I've been saying it for a long time now. Yeah, if WCA fights for a title, we'll fly to the Dominican Republic and do a fight feast.
Okay, no bullshit though. You and Waldo Cortez Acosta video Dominican food could actually be fucking like amazing.
Everything I say, I just give him the Dana White back. Just like, so do you like the Dominican food, Connor?
I don't give a fuck.
Who gives a shit? Get out of my face, Waldo. Get out of my face.
He seems like such a nice guy.
I'm sure he's incredible.
I feel like you guys would hit it off.
You got to have one enemy of the state at all times, and mine right now is Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Can't keep getting away with it. What was the second part?
Top 5 cage moments.
We did that yesterday, right?
I don't know. Who gives a shit?
And lastly, Sleeto finishes us off. Have you guys checked out Rob Whittaker's Super Bomb Manny Pacquiao on Physical Asia that recently dropped on Netflix? Whittaker is perfect for that show.
Shout out to Netflix.
Frank's reading of it was great.
Shout out to Netflix.
Netflix.
I have not watched it, but I've seen a couple clips of it, of Physical Asia. I saw one guy was saying that the Attack on Titan main villain is made after him. So shout out.
I'm aware that it's happening. I'm aware that Pacquiao and Whittaker are on it and Stun Gun Kim, but I have not seen it. And I haven't even seen clips.
Yeah, neither have I. Shout out.
Shout out Netflix.
That was all of them.
All right. That's it for Super Chats. That's it for Ganda. Oh, wait. Yes, thank you, Frankie. I was just about to close out the show. Do have to shout out Don Davis. We didn't get a voicemail from him, but we know he's watching. What is this? Scariest MMA fights ever. Uncrowned films, behind the scenes, UFC 110 preview, and then the PFL streaming right below us. Scariest Fighters and MMA.
Wow, Don, you're just ripping us off now?
Don, that's fucking crazy. I need to get my beard back up. I'm going no ears here. All right. That's going to do it for us on the program. UFC, Vegas 110 preview, EKC Leydon, pound for pound, scariest fighters in MMA history. That's that. Gandalf, the Gray, Gollum. Yeah, baby. We out of here.
Precious.
We out of here.
My precious. Precious.